Sports Talk Live. Thank you all for joining us here on this Monday night here on the show. A little rainy here in Northern California, but it's starting to lighten up. Looks like it's going to get a little bit better. How was your day today, Glenn? Not too bad? Any snow or everything fairly dry up there?
Oh, there's snow and more on the way. Another 10 centimeters overnight tonight, but it gets me in the hockey mood. Sharks are winning 1-0 tonight, midway through the first period on a Nico Sturm goal. I got some hockey on the big tube in front of me. I got Eric, the little tube in front of me. It's going to be a good night.
All right. Yeah. Look, title of the show, guys. Let's see what you guys think. And it might be 50-50, and there's your Tom, and here is my Folgers.
I'm double fisting tonight. It's going to be a good show.
There you go. Can Buster Posey construct a formidable San Francisco Giants starting rotation? It's possible, right?
Well, apparently we're looking at Japan, Eric. I saw Roki Sasaki in the thumbnail.
Of course you did.
Someone was missing.
Of course there was. Yeah. Hey, real quick, a quest from the chat. What the hell is a centimeter? We don't here on Giant Sports Talk Live. We don't do the metric system here. No
sure
metric system.
I've already done it.
Let's go inches. We got to go with the inches. We got to go with the miles. No kilometers. No Celsius. We want Fahrenheit, inches, and freaking miles. That's what we want here on Giant Sports Talk Live. Anyways. So,
yeah,
guys,
all right.
Is it possible? Honestly, is it possible? Did you guys see the road? Did you see the thumbnail? Did you see who I had in the thumbnail? Who was that? Who was that starting five? Who was the starting five?
Ray, Sasaki. I didn't look close.
You got two.
Ray, Sasaki, Birdsong, Snell, Sagano. That's it. There we go. I nailed it.
Webb. Yes, there we go.
I didn't forget him. No.
Exactly. And guys, before we get deep into this, all right, if you guys haven't caught, there is a podcast out there by Jason Stark. He's got a podcast called The Windup, and guess who he interviewed? Take a guess. Buster Posey. Fantastic interview, guys. 15, 20 minutes long, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
You got to kind of fast forward the first 10 minutes and then don't listen to the last 10 minutes, something like that. But go listen to that interview. Very good.
How long was it?
Posey. The interview lasted about 15, 20 minutes, somewhere around there.
So you just said fast forward through the first 10 minutes and don't watch the last 10. So
because it's because he was the main attraction, and they had the stuff in the middle.
Okay. He was
the shit that don't matter. The fluff, if you will.
Okay.
All right.
So what was the gist of the show? Give us the skinny on it.
Just talking about again, he talked about creating memories. He also talked about the future of the Giants is they're going to have to lean on these young pitchers. He mentioned, of course, by name, he mentioned Birdsong, Roop, Harrison. He mentioned those three specifically. And guess who is leading the way? Take a guess. Who is going to lead the way for the rotation?
Webb.
Of course, Logan Webb. He said that. That came straight out of the president of baseball operations' mouth. Webb will lead the way with this young rotation. Anyways, if you guys haven't got a chance, go take a look at it. All you got to do is go on Twitter, search Jason Stark, and you should be able to find his podcast called The Windup. Fantastic interview. I mean, I'm telling you, Buster Posey, he is going to do a fantastic job. Just the way he knows how to conduct himself. It was a fantastic interview.
Right on, babe.
We'll get into this. All right, here we go. So,
apparently, Marcus, Eric has informed me we do not use metric here. So it is what it is.
Not the metric system, but yeah, gotcha.
All righty.
Okay, so can that happen?
Every team in
Honestly,
Marcus says every team in baseball would love to have him. All right, let's put him out there. See what we can get.
he's gonna be in the rotation. So here we go. The two, three. We have 3 of the 5 already, right? We got Webb, got Birdsong, we got Ray. The next 2 is going to take some recruitment, right? One of them with money, the other one with the history of the organization, selling him on what the future is going to look like for the San Francisco Giants. It's not out of the realm of possibility. He says Harrison. I think you should trade Harrison. That's what I'm thinking, Marcus. Trade Harrison. If you we talked about this last night. Free agents go after their pitchers. For position players, try to go with a trade if you can, if it's possible. Again, we'll see what happens. We just don't know. We don't know what Buster Posey is doing. Obviously, he's working stuff. He also had some other quotes talking about his former agent, who's now his advisor, Jeff Berry, called him a gunslinger. He called him a gunslinger. So again, what does that mean? We don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna find out. And that's that. I'm glad he said gunslinger because that could be a future thumbnail right there.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't shoot himself in the foot, man.
Let's see. It's good side, not opposed to trading him, but I think he actually he is. No, don't get me wrong. But Marcus, who would you rather take? Would you rather take Harrison or Sasaki? Or you could say both. If you want to say both, that's fine. If you want to, that's fine. Because when Ray is gone, maybe you can have Harrison have a bigger role. He goes, I truly think Sasaki goes to the Padres. Here's the thing. We don't know what is going on with Sasaki. Not at all. I'm not going to sit here again. Try not to get caught up in the whole social media stuff because people will just throw stuff out there. I mean, you look at it and you go, okay, well, maybe something's going to happen here. Maybe it's not. You just can't take it for as gospel, as you would say. But if you have a chance to get someone big, Marcus, I would trade Harrison. I mean, let's think about this. The biggest reach, of course, out of all of them is probably going to be Sasaki, right? That's going to be the biggest reach. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. Not at all. And it's not going to be about the money. It's not. Look, if you think about it, the top when they opened it up in January, right? What is it, January 15th? When they open up, the team that could spend the most can only spend $7 million. You know where the Giants are going to be? At $5 million. You're not, again, you're getting a guy. You're getting a guy that's going to be good to excellent. And you ain't going to hardly pay him a damn cent, man. You don't have to pay him nothing. And you got control over this guy for 6 years. I mean, this is huge. This is huge. Okay,
if we can move Harrison in the upcoming maybe month, if you moved Harrison and we got news that Sagano signs, you okay with that? Or
nope,
you're better off with Harrison?
Better off with Harrison. That's what I'm
not
saying.
going to win you over, am I?
No, I can't. No, I don't want Sagano. Sagano, what's he going to do for 1 or 2 years? At least Sasaki, he's going to be here for 6 years. The Giants could be cooking.
Oh, I'm fine with Sasaki, but I'm still on Sagano's.
Same thing with Harrison. The kid's only 23 years old. He's only 23. I don't give up on Harrison. The only way I give up, again, is if you're getting something huge in return. Okay, let's talk about this. I want Ray. He is Ray. I think is going to be better, guys. Be careful. Gold Rush. I'm telling you got to be careful on Ray. The guy just came back from Tommy John. Let's see what he could do, being that far removed from Tommy John. By the time the season starts, he's going to be almost a year and a half away before he had.
I like it.
Tommy John. Actually, no, almost 2 years away from when he had Tommy John. Get both Sagano and Sasaki. Oh, look at that.
The guys are coming in on Sagano, Eric. I've won some over, I think. I'm starting to get some traction on that.
Look, the problem I have is if we're worried about trying to get Sagano, then we got bigger things to worry about.
Oh, we have bigger problems, Eric.
Bigger problems.
No doubt about it.
But here we go. A lot of people are saying Oh, Roki Sasaki, it's a done deal. He's going to go to the Dodgers, right? May very well be true. We don't know, guys. We don't know.
He could go to the Red Sox. He could go to the Yankees. He could go to the Braves. He could go to the Padres, Eric.
He could go to the A's.
Go to the Minnesota Twins. You don't know. Let's just throw a dart tonight.
This is why. This is when you really got to sell your product. You have to. You have to sell your product. You got to have a vision. And look, the Giants have a lot of success with starting pitchers. So again, that could be an advantage that the Giants have. Man, I'm telling you, yes, Roki could go anywhere and every team wants him. Absolutely, Marcus. 100%. So how do you sell him? How do you sell him? To come to San Francisco, guys. Right? Is there, honestly, let's come on, let's be honest. Let's not think about the last 6 years, even though it's part of the Giants' history. Why wouldn't a starting pitcher want to come to San Francisco? There's a couple of things, right?
I can think of one reason why he wouldn't.
Why is that?
Because a pitcher or a player or a fan who goes to Oracle Park want to see wins, Eric.
Absolutely. And he could be part of that. He could absolutely be part of that.
I like playoff runs, Eric.
It could, depending on what else they do, of course. But again,
so you're telling me you're going to try to sell players on, we want you. Because without you, we don't know if we can get over that hump.
That's not true. Because look, there's been times in the past where the Giants have had fantastic teams. Did they get to the World Series? Maybe once. Did they win the World Series?
For every team in baseball.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can't sit there and say that because right now the Giants aren't winning, that, oh, it's never going to happen. That's not true because it could turn around. Give it 3 years,
but right now you seem to be painting this team with a neon brush, Eric.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at the future. I'm not worried about 2025. I'm not even really worried about 2026. Again, this is predicated if you're putting the pieces in place where they're going to start winning. Everyone is like, it's like for this off season, it's like everybody's like, you know what? We're going to do whatever it takes for 2025. That's it. No more. If you're not going to put a team together to win in 2025, then the Giants suck. They're not going to do anything and it's over. No, that's not how it works. You could put pieces together that is going to win in the future. You signed Sasaki. Say you signed Sasaki. Maybe the first 2 years, Giants don't do a whole lot. They might be better than what they were the previous 6 years, with 2021 accepted. It may not get them into the playoffs, but maybe they're playing. But by 2027, I think you could see him doing something. I think you could see him do it. But the thing is you got to sell him on that. Look, what was the thing that won Giants World Series? And that's something you got to go in there. We won it because of fantastic pitching. As a matter of fact, Buster Posey talked about it today. One of his best baseball memories is what? Take a guess. Game 7 of the 2014 World Series, when Madison Bumgarner was walking through the gates of the bullpen.
We don't have a Madison Bumgarner, Eric.
No, we don't. But we could get one. You get a Blake Snell. If you sign Blake Snell, that guy's going to do something. You get Roki Sasaki, the guy's going to do something. Birdsong has shown he's going to be something. I'm telling you, you got to sell him on the future, not necessarily 2025. You got to sell him. And here's another thing. Not only are the Giants have a history of winning, not only in the regular season, but also in the postseason, you also, at this particular point in time, when he starts his major league career, there isn't going to be very much pressure. That pressure is not going to be put upon him. He could sit there and hone his craft at the MLB level and not be too concerned about wins and losses, so to speak. And then when the Giants are ready to cook, the guy's going to be ready to go. That would just be absolutely awesome.
It would be, Eric, but I don't understand why you keep getting to that. I hit the wall. I hit a wall, and you hurdle that wall. You're talking about selling the future. You don't think the San Diego Padres can sell their future, and the Boston Red Sox can sell their future?
Sure, they could.
And how are we going to compete with the teams selling future when we don't have one right now?
That's fine. That's fine.
We don't have
And
a
you know what?
semblance of right now, Eric. We don't have a semblance of a future.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about, hey, everyone talks about the Dodgers, right? Their top three are probably, all top three are probably going to be in the Hall of Fame, right?
Good chance.
Right? Okay, let's talk about this. San Francisco Giants from 1960 to 1965. How many Hall of Famers were in that roster?
What is this? I know Glenn poo-pooed the idea of Roki being the same age as Harrison and Birdsong and Wisenhunt. I have no idea where that came from. All right.
Right? Here we go.
Yeah.
San Francisco Giants. San Francisco Giants. Okay, we're talking about the Dodgers of today. Have this crazy lineup. Guess what? The Giants had the same thing from 1960 to 1965. I just went those 6 years. In 1960, they had 4 future Hall of Famers. 1961, 4 future Hall of Famers. 1963 to 1965, they had 5 Hall of Famers. What did the Giants do from 1960 to 1965?
Had a lot of Hall of Famers.
Did they have a lot of World Series wins?
No,
they didn't. That's what I'm saying. Just because the Dodgers have the top 3 doesn't automatically say that these guys are going to win the World Series every single year. Do they have a good team? Absolutely. Does it guarantee them a World Series spot every single year? It doesn't. You still got to go out there and play 162. You still got to go out there and win playoff games. They were 1 loss away from being eliminated by the San Diego Padres. It's not like there's some freaking juggernaut. Did they hit at the right time? Sure, they did. But come on, guys. Come on.
I don't know if that's even
just
Eric.
Because I'm tired. Look, are the Dodgers good? Yes, they are absolutely good. But does it always equal that they're going to win the World Series? No, it doesn't. Again, the Giants had future Hall of Famers for 6 years, and they never won one World Series.
I see where you're coming from, Eric, but you can't even bring that. Can't be a discussion. I got to agree with some of the guys in the chat tonight, Eric. I got to agree. Cryptic, not the same, Eric. First of all, he says no LCS.
I understand that.
The game is watered down now, Eric. You can have 5 or 6. You can have 5 or 6 Hall of Famers in your lineup, Eric, in the 50s and the 60s. The game is watered down now. Look at the talent on the teams they were playing. It's not the same playing field.
It's about winning.
60s and 2020s.
It's
not
about
the same.
Winning. That's what it's about. When it comes down, when you get down to the brass tacks, it is about winning. Whether there's a CS, whether there's a wild card, whatever it may be, it's all about winning. And the Giants, they had Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, Orlando Cepeda, Juan Marichal, and Gaylord Perry. Okay, that is a fantastic team, and they did not win one World Series. What I'm trying to say, just because you have a juggernaut of a lineup or a pitching staff does not always mean you're going to win the World Series. Look, is it give you a better chance? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit here and just go, I'm not going to even try because the Dodgers are going to they're going to get this guy. They're going to get that guy. They're going to get this guy. And you know what? They might. I'm not saying that they won't, but I'm tired of freaking the pessimism, man. Let's see what happens. If the Giants don't do nothing, then we could sit here and start bitching and moaning. But I'm not going to bitch and moan when we haven't even hit Thanksgiving. I'm not. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, we'll see. I still don't like the comparison. 60s baseball and baseball today, Eric. You're talking about 5. You named a bunch of players on our team.
Absolutely.
All right. What about Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle and Elston Howard?
Absolutely.
And Yogi Berra and Tony Kubek and Joe Pepitone. And what you're telling me we were as good as the Yankees? Obviously not. We didn't win a World Series.
Took them to a Game 7. It was literally a foot away from winning the World Series. All I'm saying is it's about winning. I want to win. I want you to put a team out there that's going to win. That is the most important thing. If you don't win, you're getting nowhere. Well, again, like I said, whether there's an LCS or no LCS, whether there's a wild card or no wild card, it's about winning.
All right, come early New Year, we're going to find out if the team is interested in winning, Eric.
Yeah, we will. We'll find out. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what the direction of this club is shortly.
Yep.
But
you may not like what you see.
But you may like what you see. I could do the same thing. We may not like it, but we may like it. We don't know. We have absolutely no idea what is going to transpire. It could be something absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live, where half of the show is high hopes and the other lives in reality.
Hey, if reality is pessimism, hey, have at it, man. Have at it. Oh, man. Well, let's see what happens, guys. That's all I can say.
We'll see.
Just because the Dodgers are the big guy on the block, again, does not always mean they're going to win the World Series.
No.
And it doesn't mean they're always going to get all
that's
the
what
players.
People said when they got Ohtani. They're not going to. No. Ohtani's a one-man show. Yeah.
Oh, no, he's special.
He's one for one.
He's special. Let's not underestimate the power of Ohtani. The guy is special. Absolutely. I mean, we're watching something that, when people talk about, hey, I was able to see Babe Ruth play, we're kind of in that territory with Shohei right now. Right? It's absolutely special.
Obviously, Eric never worked.
Obviously,
you might like it, might not like it.
It's not about sales, man. I'm just telling you how it is.
Oh, it's going to be about sales when they can't
sell. How it is as far as how I feel. There we go. But it's again, we all you could do, because again, Mark, do we have a seat at the table? We don't. We don't have a seat at the table. So all we could do is sit in a chair or on the sofa, wherever you may be, and refresh Twitter over and over. That's all we could do.
Which I do quite a bit during the day. Found myself doing that today.
Yeah.
Didn't see a thumbnail up there. I said, oh, maybe Eric's watching something. Nothing there. As Ryman Paul Simon said, it was late in the evening. Eric put the thumbnail up.
Yep. What's up, PJ? Well, you have to compete and make the playoffs to have a shot at the World Series. Absolutely. And hey, PJ, love the avatar. Fantastic. Soto stays with the Yankees. Burns and Sasaki to the Dodgers. Giants get Kim. Let's see what happens, man. That may be what it is, but let's wait.
And then what are you? And then what are you going to preach to us, Eric?
And then I'm going to say this is a bunch of bullshit. That's what I'll say.
All right, there we go.
But we can't say that now.
All right, as of today's roster, Eric. Today's roster. Today, I'll do it again. On this Monday, November 25th, are we a 500 team next year? With what we have today. If it's open,
I can't answer that question. We're not. It's not been put together. We have an incomplete team.
It has been put together as of today.
Hasn't.
I know. You want me to bring it up? I know what's on our roster as of today.
That's not what the roster is going to be come April 8th, whenever the first day of freaking the major leagues are. It's not.
Eric, you just don't want to admit that we're as bad or worse as last year.
You can't do that. It could
well,
be
I'm
worse.
doing it. I can do it, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it every day. We're not as good as last year as it stands today.
But today means nothing. Today means nothing.
Eric, it could mean more than next month.
But we don't know that. What are you going to do? What if Giants get get Sasaki, they trade for, or they get Snell, they trade for, let's say they trade for Bellinger, and they also get Ha-Seong Kim.
Grand and Marcus back to back, asking me like based on what? Same philosophy. We weren't a 500 ball team last year, Eric.
It's not the philosophy is not the same.
We weren't a 500 team last year. Right now, we don't have Snell in our roster. We don't have Snell. So we're actually worse on paper than we were last year.
But we could. It's not.
We could. Eric, couldas and wouldas and maybes and ifs and buts. Eric.
That's not because the off season has yet to begin. There are so many players out there, guys. There's so many players.
I know, and the rich are going to get richer, and you'll see what we get next year.
We don't even know yet. Why are you so pessimistic? Why do you think the Giants will not get players? Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
What is our track record, Eric? What is our track record? Don't talk to me. Oh, new regime. Oh, it can be different tomorrow. Eric, this team has done nothing. You haven't won me over. They haven't won me over. You're talking about, oh my God. Why don't I have faith? Why don't I have belief? Nothing to believe in.
Okay. Who did the Dodgers sign last week?
You tell me.
Nobody. Who did the Padres sign last week?
You tell me.
Nobody. Who did the Mets sign this week? Nobody.
Who did the
Nobody's
Giants?
done
Who
nothing.
did the Giants sign?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Because it hasn't begun yet. They haven't signed yet. These guys, the free agents are still out there.
All right. So what you're telling me is bring the negativity to you, say, first week in January.
It could. It's a possibility. We could either be.
I'll keep it zipped then. I'll keep it zipped and I'll unleash on you in January and say I freaking told you so.
We could. It's not about a he said, she said, or I told you this or I told you that. It's about what is unfolding right before us. Because if they sit there and they go sign all these players and the Giants are significantly better, then we're going to be like, hey, what did we say on November 25th? Oh, it doesn't matter because the Giants are different now than they were before them. Now, if they don't do nothing, I'll be right here saying, hey, the team freaking sucks.
Grand, I'm not. I'm not ignoring Ramos and, well, we're not winning. Come on, Fitzgerald. Oh, boy. Can have Fitzgerald for a whole year, Eric.
That may, that
well, if you're looking at that, if you're talking my language, Grand Admiral, Eric doesn't like it. At least you're talking my language. Ramos, Fitzgerald, opening day. We could have him for a whole year, barring injury, Eric. But we're Snell-less right now. So does having Ramos and Fitzgerald on opening day make us better than without Snell? I don't think so.
What team is Snell on right now?
And that's it. Look, that's the philosophy Grand Admiral said. Glenn is ignoring Ramos and Fitzgerald not being on the opening day roster.
He's talking about the lineup will be better if you have Ramos and Fitzgerald in there the entire year without being platooned.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
Yes, the Angels are going at it. I tell you one thing, the Angels really screwed them things up today. You want to talk about Eric? You want to talk about setting a freaking boy? They set the market way too high.
I didn't think you would get that much.
Ridiculous! $21 million a year for 3 years. You know what that's going to do to the price for starting pitchers, right?
Yep, useless Kikuchi.
Angels, what the hell are they doing, man? Oh, don't even get me started.
At least they know what they want, Eric. They're going and making stuff happen. I like it more than what I'm seeing from the other teams.
How about this shit? You got owners out there that have a freaking CBT, but yet you got an owner out there who's going to spend that much money on Kikuchi to screw everyone up. Why have a damn CBT? It makes no sense if you're going to spend that much for that type of pitcher. What's the purpose of having a CBT?
Yeah, Marcus, we didn't get Snell till March.
I know. I think that's going to be different this year.
Yeah, babe, the Angels are making their mark. They're telling not us, telling Major League Baseball, we're spending money. We're in the game.
It's going to be interesting, man.
But we signed Yaz. Don't panic, I guess.
It's arbitration. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Same thing. You got to pay him. So,
or they trade him. It's possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
It is, right?
Hey, it's possible.
Anything's possible. Am I not saying something that's look, is it set in stone? Giants will have Yaz starting right field. Is that set in stone?
Hey, a little play can go a long way. I'm going to go get my scratchers tomorrow, Eric, because I could win.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's hear.
Could win.
If you think the Giants start, let me hear your prediction. Who is their starting right field tomorrow or for the beginning of 2025? Starting right field.
Yastrzemski.
Okay. Who is going to be the starting center fielder?
Jung-Hoo.
Okay, and then left field, Ramos. We already know who's going to be your starting shortstop.
I think it's going to be Fitzgerald.
Okay. Starting shortstop is Fitzgerald. Who's going to be your starting second baseman?
By all indications, I'm just going to go out there, take a flyer. It's going to be Kim.
Okay. Starting first baseman.
Move him to second. Starting first baseman.
Uh-huh.
Wilmer.
Okay. Okay. We'll remember this now.
And Wade Jr.
Now,
do I want Eldridge? You know the answer to that, but
yeah.
Realistically, I'll say they platoon, right? Wilmer.
Okay. So now, this is what you said. Now let's see what happens in the offseason. And once it's all completed, then we'll see if Yaz will be in right field, if Fitzgerald will be at shortstop, and if Kim will be at second base. What about starting rotation? Who's going to be anchoring up? We'll just go with the 5-man.
Webb. Hopefully Snell.
Okay.
Harrison.
Okay.
Sagano and Birdsong.
What about Ray?
Time to move on. If you're not going to move Webb, you got to move Ray.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
I'm not big on Ray. I'm not big on Ray. No.
Fair enough.
God.
We'll see if they can move him.
Worse than women's tennis. Here's the pitch. God. Can't stand that. Orgasmic baseball at its best.
All right.
Jeez.
All right. We'll see.
Tonight's show brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Eric, BetterCreditCards.com for all your credit cards. Duxwell Printing. Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Don't say enough about them. They're a sponsor. I haven't gone to their website yet, but I will. I promise. I'm going to do that after the show tonight. I should know what I'm talking about. If I'm selling them ads, I should know who they are. Signatures for soldiers and lefties. Just having fun with Genesis. They're good guys.
Fair enough.
We're on. Can you believe, Eric? We've been on every day, one of us, mostly you, for over 4 months now.
How about that?
The only channel with Giants content every day, and we love it.
Yep.
And the best chat. Even the guys are bitching at me. It's okay. Even when Eric and I don't get along, it's okay.
All righty.
Well, I ain't getting you anything for Christmas. You're on the naughty list, Eric. Second period has just started in San Jose. By the way, the Sharks 1-0, 19:15 to go. Second period. Babe loves the channel too, so it's cool. Love you.
Right on, Rocks. Appreciate it, man.
And we got a lot of guys who have partaken in other sports and other channels since jumping on board. You ever notice, Eric? Guys maybe can't see it. I'm not sure if they can or not, right? When we launch, there's already guys, they're all fired up and they're chatting already before you and I even get here. So we appreciate that, guys.
Love good stuff, man.
Yeah. What about Duvall? We're going to move off Duvall, Eric?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
If
the Giants are going to be doing some trades, I think he's going to be part of it. I
think we have enough in the bullpen to come up with a closer right now, Eric.
Yeah, you got Ryan Walker. I think he'll
get something to the ball. I'd move him.
You also got Hicks.
I don't like his attitude. He's a grumpy old man.
Hicks, or you got Ryan Walker. You also got Hicks, who's been proven as a closer. So you got him as well.
Duvall doesn't like to cover first.
Taylor. He's had experience of closing, but he's a decent lefty. He'll be back. Eric Miller, maybe he takes a step forward. Eric Miller was fantastic last year. He was fantastic.
That's why I like him.
I'm going to see more Eric Miller.
What about
Randy
Hicks?
Rodriguez, electric stuff.
What about Hicks for setup man?
Hicks could be a setup man. Yep,
Eighth
absolutely. He could be. He could absolutely could be.
Romano,
yeah, absolutely, Marcus.
All right, Romano and Finnegan are available, but then I have to question, and I can't just jump in and say we were looking at that. We were doing the show when they were released. Remember, Eric? Last week we were actually on live. Romano not signed. Finnegan let go.
Yeah.
So I'm not just jumping in both feet saying, oh my God, let's sign one of those guys.
Don't need them.
Is there a downturn? Like, you got to question why they let guys like that go.
Yeah, there's got to be a reason, right? That's a little bit weird, but
So
I wouldn't touch them for the simple fact you're just spending money where you don't need to spend it. You got to spend money where the need is, and right now I don't think the bullpen is a need. Bullpen is not a need, not at all.
1-1. Kings have scored. It was a bad goal. Oh, geez, the guy in the Kings jersey, the white and black jersey, wearing an LA Dodger hat.
Daniel says, I think the Giants are over the Doval experience. It's possible, man.
I hope so.
Rad, yes, bullpen is good. No reason to spend money in the bullpen. Says, I'm not a fan of Doval, but the Giants can't sail him low. Is he really that low? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. He's still got some controllability, right? He's got stuff, so people will like his stuff. I don't think he is as low as we think. I think maybe other clubs could see maybe he wasn't really managed correctly here in San Francisco. Possibly. Who knows?
George, what is up with Tanner Scott? My God, you're in all the time on Tanner Scott, and you're one of the few. So what is that all about?
They don't need Tanner Scott, to be honest with you. I don't think they need it. I don't think they need it.
And the question of whether Duvall is here next year is dependent on if this team makes any deals. It's just dependent. I mean, if this team isn't going to be trading, not going to be doing much, then I think he's going to be back. If they start wheeling and dealing, like you say, Eric, who knows? If they get some wheeling and dealing, we got 2 or 3 trades.
Oh, where the hell? Here, hold it. I might actually have
moving.
Oh, son of a gun. I think I do.
Sportsman's in on the Twitter, the X. I like to call it Twitter. I don't like the X. It's like ZZ Top. I heard it on the X. Sportsman, 1974. It is 1-1. Clark has just scored for the Kings. Boo.
All right, here we go. You want to hear it from the man himself?
Right on.
This
back
is
back to baseball, Sportsman. Giants lack talent. That is their biggest problem, Eric.
They can address some of that this offseason.
They can, but will they?
Let's see. We don't know. It's a question mark. Big question mark. All right, here's Buster Posey talking about his new advisor, Jeff Berry. Let's take a listen.
Friend of the podcast, Jeff Berry, was on a bunch this year with us, talking about a lot of different topics, and you just announced that he's coming on board with you as essentially an advisor role. What does he bring to the table in your eyes?
Yeah, Jeff's great. Jeff is, I've known Jeff since I was, I guess, 18 or 19. He was, my former agent. And as you mentioned, him being on, I've listened to him on the podcast, and it's a lot of stuff we've talked about over the years. I think what Jeff brings is one, I trust him. 2, I think that he brings in a lot of creative thoughts and ideas, and he's not afraid to shake things up. And I think that's important. I'm more measured probably, and less likely to just be somewhat of a gunslinger. Jeff's a gunslinger. And I think that's great to bring that personality in. And when you're sitting down and talking players in different scenarios and having somebody like that maybe is going to have an out of the box idea that you initially might laugh at, could spark something within the group. So I'm thrilled that Jeff's willing to come and help. And I think he's going to be a key contributor for us.
Eric, I'm not laughing. I am not laughing. Did you hear what he just said? I'm not a gunslinger. He's gonna, I sense the Posey. And what does he say? We brought him in as he's just a sounding board. I make the decisions. I'm not a gunslinger. It's going to be the same old, same old. Prove me wrong, Buster. I think it's the same old, same old.
This is what you got to do, though. You got to have different voices in the room. And he may make, and look, if Jeff Berry goes out there and makes some crazy idea, maybe Buster goes, you know what?
Problem is Buster's an owner. He's got money in this, Eric. He's got skin in the game. So I think if he has a thought, he's doing it his way.
Oh, absolutely. The guy is, he's the final decision maker. It's his job. He is the president of baseball operations.
Babe, you like that? The fact that Buster's not a gunslinger? Come on. We need a gunslinger. We need Buster to say, I'm going to be a gunslinger, make things happen.
You got to have different points of view. Always. You cannot have a bunch of yes men You can't. If you have a bunch of yes men, what the hell are you going to get accomplished? You're not going to get anything accomplished. You got to have to hear different points of view.
Exactly.
And then you make the decision, and that's fine. I'm good with that.
It'll be
I
4 years of bad baseball,
I'm
Eric.
good with that. Absolutely fine with that. There's no reason why we should not believe that Buster Posey isn't going to do best to win with this organization. Why would
Dave, I think
would
Dave
he?
misunderstood. Buster's saying, I'm not a gunslinger.
Yeah, Buster is not. Jeff Berry is.
He said he's not. He said Jeff is. But I call
he just says he's more moderate. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you guys, Buster Posey hasn't done anything, and we're already ready to ship him out, man. Come on. We cannot be doing that. You can't.
I'm not. Come on. I'm not. I'm just saying. Hey, prove me wrong.
And I think he will. Honestly, I think he will.
Blood flowing here. Come on.
I think it will. Look, I said this last night, and I'll say it again. There would be absolutely no reason why they would fire Farhan if they're going to stay the course. If they stay the course, there would have been no reason to get rid of Farhan. If they got rid of Farhan, there's got to be change.
Anonymous. I'm not missing it. I surround myself with people. I'm the president of the company, but I still have the final say. And unless I want something to happen, it's like a scouting department, Eric. You can get your 12, 15, 18 scouts in the room, but at the end of the day, I draft the player.
Let's think about this.
So Buster's going to call his shots. Is he going to be aggressive?
Who is arguably the best president of the United States?
Oh, I only talk prime ministers on this show. Sorry.
Fair enough. Abraham Lincoln, arguably the best president that the nation has ever had. You know who he surrounded himself with?
Not a clue.
Rivals. Guys who wanted his job. Salmon Chase. William Seward. He surrounded himself with guys who wanted
the guy that got
his
shot
job.
same night?
Seward.
He got shot in the face same night. Yeah.
Yep. These are guys who were almost diametrically opposed to what Lincoln wanted to do. Okay. And you know what he did? He brought him in to be in his cabinet because he wanted to hear different points of view. Again, it gives him a better understanding on what's before him. But guess what? Where did the buck stop? The buck stopped with Abraham Lincoln. Okay.
Right.
So you cannot in any way, shape, or form say that Buster Posey is doing the wrong thing by hiring guys who are different than what he thinks. Come on, man. I'm telling you, I am not. If you listen to his interviews and the way he presents himself, the guy has something. Buster Posey has something. There's no doubt about it.
Guys, if you're just joining us, 10 minutes ago, Eric was talking the 1960s. Now we're back in the 1800s. Oh, geez. We're going back. We're going backwards. We're going backwards.
Hey, things don't happen in a vacuum. Things don't happen in a vacuum. You got to understand the past to understand what is happening now. I'm telling you, man, Buster Posey, look, is he going to turn this organization around in one offseason? Absolutely not. Yes, he did, Steven. I heard about that. Talking about Mad in the back with Corn Pop coming back to the organization. How about that?
What for?
What's that?
Mad Bum? What for? Oh, yeah, I forgot. You got to keep it all in the family.
You got to teach the young guys, man. Teach them the experience of what it's like to be a starting pitcher.
And bring in coaches that matter.
Oh, they have coaches. He's probably not going to be a coach. He's probably just going to be a
coaches
guy.
that matter. We don't
probably,
have any coaches that matter, Eric. When are we going to surround this team with guys with experience? We need experience, man.
Oh, Mad Bum doesn't have experience?
Being a coach? Okay. If he's going to be if he wants to be a pitching coach, bring him up from AAA 4 or 5 years. Let him.
This is what I'm saying. He's not going to be a coach.
Nobody earns their stripes anymore, Eric.
He's probably going to be a special advisor to Buster Posey, which is fine.
Special advisor. Don't you wish you and I could get a special advisor job?
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be fantastic.
God, I wish I could get a special.
That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's think about this though. Being a special advisor, Mad Bum could go talking to all these young pitchers, tell them what it's like to be in the big leagues. Pass on some words of wisdom. Hey, this is what I did in this situation. Whatever it may be, the guy could bring a lot to the organization. He could. Again, if he's comfortable in doing that type of stuff. We don't know if Mad Bum is someone that wants to do that. But
2-1 Kings. Kings lead. Uh-oh.
I think that could be absolutely fantastic. Having guys who've done it, talking to your young guys. That's something. That's something special. That's just me. There you go, Kenneth. Competitive attitude. That could be. Hey, this is how I got through. This, and I've done it. It's when you have a pitcher that's talking to you, especially a young kid who doesn't really understand. This guy's done it at the highest level. He's done things. Mad Bum has done things that no other pitcher has ever been able to do in the history of the MLB. I mean, that's just something, man. Got to give advice on Posey killing snakes around Werkel. Vogelsong, he could be another guy. That's another guy that could bring a lot to the organization. He's been in the lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs. Absolutely, Mercatna. I think Vogelsong could be another guy to do that stuff. Matter of fact, I think he was doing that with the organization.
Eric, do you have any problem? Any issues with bringing guys with experience into this organization who haven't been Giants? Why does this have to be an all in the family situation? This team, it's always bring these guys, sign this guy back. Oh, he was a great player 8 years ago. Let's sign him to a 2-year deal. No, let's bring him in, an executive. Why? Well, because he was a great player here. I don't care. Bring me good players and good executives and coaches, Eric. Why is that? We should sign this guy. We should sign Rhys Hoskins. Why? He's a Bay Area kid. Who cares? Who cares, Eric?
No,
I don't do the let's buy local bullshit.
Fair enough. I get that with free agents, but you wouldn't want someone that was played for an organization and was able to achieve great things with the organization as an advisory or as a coach. Would you be against that? You don't want guys that have come from this organization could speak to the people that are in the organization. You don't think
fly them in once in a month. They do that anyway. Fly them in once in a month every Sunday.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's fine,
Eric.
That's what it's about. That's what being a special assistant is about. I got no issue with that. Look, as far as free agents, yes, that's stupid. I don't like hearing if they're going out for a free agent. I'm tired of he's a Bay Area. Yeah, that's stupid. I agree. You got to go out there and get the best talent. It shouldn't be based on quote unquote they're from the Bay Area. I don't like that. But as far as a coach or an executive or a special advisor, I think it's important to get someone from your own organization. I mean, do you want to go get Sandy Koufax, who was a Dodger, to be part? You know what I'm saying? You want him to be a special advisor because he's a Dodger and he's going to want to stay with the Dodgers. There's history there. He's got some loyalty. Fine. There's nothing wrong with loyalty. Loyalty goes a long way to a certain extent. Now, can it also be a little bit too much? Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Dilly's in the house. I've developed a sneaky suspicion that the Giants may do something sneaky this offseason.
Yeah.
Look at hey.
Like signing the polar bear. Jeez.
Dilly, you got a lot of sneakiness in there.
Yeah.
He's got a sneaky suspicion that they're going to do something sneaky this offseason.
He's sneaky. He changes his name every night. He's back to Dr. Dilly this time. He's got a few platforms over there. I can't keep track of this guy. Dilly, Dr. Dilly. Sneaky
Alfonso, Dilly. F local players unless they can hit and pitch. There you go.
Right on. Right on.
Maybe Mad Bum can fix. I don't think Mad Bum can fix Doval. I don't see that. I think those guys might be oil and water. They might be oil and water. That might not
Guys
be.
like you and I do shows like this online, Eric. Don't you agree that every year somebody throws out a name, and the more they talk, it's like political. The more they talk about it, everybody believes it, and before you know it, they throw out some name and it grows legs. We got to get him, Eric. Oh, my God. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, he's a Bay Area kid. Be a great fit. Reese Hoskins. Got to get Reese Hoskins. Bay Area kid. I don't give a damn.
I get it.
It's one of the things that really pissed me off last year was all this. Get this guy and get this guy. Oh, he's a Bay Area kid. Oh, he'll sell tickets. No, he's not going to sell tickets. Nobody's going to watch Reese Hoskins, Eric.
Yeah, I get it. Well, yeah.
Too much bullshit.
Wait, did he sign? I think he signed, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
As long as it was somewhere else, Eric.
Yeah, there we go.
Somewhere else.
What else we got? Oh, Johnny, want to know hey, Johnny, go check out Jason Stark. He's got a podcast called The Windup, and he interviewed Buster Posey. It's a really good interview. You want to go take a listen, man. Goes over quite a bit of things. I think you'll like it.
I agree with Daniel. I'm glad you're saying that. I'm also nostalgia'd out. Bernice is the same way. We go to the games, and she goes, what's with the nostalgia of this organization? They got to have it's Mad Bum Day. Well, I said, didn't they do that a couple of years ago? Oh, it's Mad Bum Sunday. I go, how many times do we have to have a Mad Bum Day? And we have, it's the 2016 Giants Day. I go, well, you did that 2 years ago. Wait, come on with the nostalgia. Let's build some nostalgia. No more anniversary celebrations, homecomings. Pablo couldn't get a belt that fit him in Boston, but got to bring him back, Eric. Why not re-sign him? I couldn't believe that day when they re-signed him.
Yep.
And then Romo, at least it was the final exhibition game. I was at the exhibition game. Romo comes in to pitch. I'm like,
that was ugly.
What are we doing? Oh, yeah. And it wasn't pretty.
But it doesn't matter. The game
base hit, double, base hit, double, base hit. And then
it didn't matter. It was exhibition.
It was one of the best things that our manager did. Take him out of that game.
Yeah, It was an exhibition, though. It meant nothing. It was still 0-0 as far as win-losses. Now, I could care less. But you know what? I think it is important to do some nostalgia because it shows players who are going to come to the Giants that they value their players.
Come on, Mark. Come on. You're being ridiculous, Mark. Now, Mark says, Glenn, are you pissed off at Willie Mays getting a Memorial Day? Come on, man. Come on. No, that's not what's pissing me off right now.
The nostalgia is this is distracting from reality. Alive, there could be some truth to that. Absolutely. Don't look at it. So what's going on over here? Look what's going on over here. But to an extent, I think you should honor certain players that contributed to the organization. Again, to show that, we cared about what they did when they were here. I got no issue with that. But if you're using it, as you say, as a distraction, then that's, now you have ulterior means of what you're doing. You're trying to cover stuff up. I don't like that. Heck, Mo, what's up, man? Add pitching, get younger, more athletic in the field. Well, they're pretty young and athletic. Maybe not right field right now, but you got Ramos, you got Lee, you still got Fitzgerald. Bailey's behind the dish. You're going to have Fitzgerald behind or over at first base. Chapman is still good at third.
I agree with Ekmo, except I still say we need a big bat, Eric. You can't go back.
100% we do. 100% we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Mark. Nostalgia is more embedded in baseball than any other sport. It's just something about the game.
2-2. I believe it was Zetterberg. Sharks tie it up.
All right.
Instant reactions. Still one left, second period.
You're 100% correct, Mark, because that's baseball. What is the thing you hear about? Baseball is a conversational sport. There is something about the numbers. There's something about the history of the game. Maybe because if you're a baseball fan, you get 162 games. You're kind of living and dying by the team throughout the season. We're talking about 6 months worth of baseball. So there's that. It's almost like a part of you to a certain extent when you're a baseball fan. So it will generate that nostalgia of when things were better, right? Of when, we talk about the glory days of the San Francisco Giants, right? It's just embedded, as you say, mark within the game. That's why I love it, man. Love it.
And as much as we got a lot of losing in this organization with baseball, for all intent and purposes, you've got a game for 6 months every day.
Mhm.
Yeah, travel day, off day,
Yeah.
what have you.
But
But it's
it's
baseball
6
every
months,
day,
man.
Eric.
Hey, baseball every day.
You start fresh. You start
Yep.
the year 0-10. There's always tomorrow, Eric.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll be
That's
able
how
to
it
say
is.
that next year when I'll say, geez, we're off to a rough start, but we got Sagano going Thursday, Eric.
God.
Can't wait.
With that being said, let me go warm this stuff up.
I am riding that. Okay, I'll do our usual branding and talk about the next contest coming up right about now, if you don't mind.
Christmas is coming to Giant Sports Talk Live. Be watching Giant Sports Talk Live beginning December 10th for the 12 days of Giant Sports Talk Christmas. We will announce one qualifier each night for 12 days. And on Christmas Eve, we will draw for a grand prize of a Barry Bonds jersey and 2 tickets to attend a Giants game with Glenn and Eric. To qualify, simply be watching Giant Sports Talk Live to pick a number between 1 and 12. Then, on Christmas Eve, Santa's elves, Glenn and Eric, will randomly choose the grand prize winner. The 12 days of Giant Sports Talk Christmas, coming December 10th to Giant Sports Talk Live on Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting Station.
I'll cheers to that. Can't wait. More giveaways. All right, guys. So Eric seems to be, he's not in. He is not in on Sagano. So tell me, guys, what do you think about Sagano once and for all? We've covered it with Eric. He's not here, so it's a good chance for us to debate it. We won't get his take. In 24 games last year, a 167 ERA in Japan. What do you think of that? He only walked 16 batters last year in 157 innings. And he walked, are you kidding me? Let me double check that. It's what it says. He only walked 16, 156.2 innings. I don't care how old you are. If you get the job done, you're playing on the team. Sorry.
All right.
All right, he's back.
Check this out.
What's up?
White Sox maintain high asking price on Luis Robert Jr. I saw a few people in the chat. They were talking about that a few days ago. Much of the focus on the White Sox trade efforts this offseason will center around Garrett Crochet, and with good reason. He's the top starting pitcher who's readily available on the market. However, heading into the 2024 campaign, it was Luis Robert Jr. who was seen as Chicago's potential top prize at the deadline. Another slate of injuries ruined the talented but fragile center fielder's 24 campaign and further added to his reputation as an injury-prone player. That's why I want to stay away from him. Sox are still hoping to move Robert. Right, it's Bob Nightingale. But one rival general manager tells Nightingale that Chicago's asking price is simply unrealistic. That was the same thing as last year. Given all the health concerns surrounding Robert, you got to hope he finally stays healthy and can be the player everyone envisioned all along. That GM said. But the White Sox are acting like he's some big star center fielder and asking for your top prospects. I don't know. I don't see that happening, guys.
No.
I don't see that one happening. Nope. I would not touch freaking Luis Robert. Not at all. Again, he's just too injured. I've said that. He's just too injury prone. I don't want nothing to do with him. If you're going to trade, you got to get someone else that's going to be on the field freaking at least 150 games, right?
150 games?
At least. At the minimum. You want to at least play 150, right? Maybe more if you can. You know how it is.
Yeah, barring injury, but, who doesn't get injured these days, Eric? How many Tommy Johns are we going to see? Jesus.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now you're seeing players, not just pitchers, getting the Tommy John surgery.
Play Tibbs instead, says PMGA, and maybe, yeah, that good
Daniel
point.
says that Roberts wasn't inspiring last year. Nobody was
Who?
inspiring on that team. Robert.
Oh, yeah. No.
Nobody was inspiring. There was nothing
I wonder
inspiring with that
I
team.
wonder who's going to get Crochet. I think Crochet is going to move, but I wonder where he goes, man. That's going to be interesting.
He's going to go to one of the big players. Padres,
Wow.
Dodgers, Braves, Blue Jays, Boston, Yankees, one of those.
Who's got a better selection of prospects is going to be the question.
I don't know. Padres scare me. They always seem they just seem one trade away from getting better all the time. Good GM moves down there. You mentioned on the show the other night, he pulled off some dandies, Eric.
Who's that?
Preller in San Diego.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Got Arias, was able to get Tanner
that was
Scott.
the one. Arias, and people out there knew Arias was available.
Yeah. He struck first, man. Struck early too. Didn't he get him in like May? Wasn't it like May or something like that? It was crazy.
It was June, and he was available. A guy who hits 300 plus has won a batting title, Eric. Didn't have to give up very much for him.
No, they didn't.
Oh, my poor Giants. Can you please go out and get me some players like that? Can
Well,
you please
unfortunately,
surprise Eric and I? We're going on a Thursday night in the middle of May or June and just say, Glenn, we got a great one tonight. Guess who we picked up? I never get a guess who we picked up. Never get that. Guess who we called up. And then tomorrow's show will be guess who we sent down. That's all we've had to work with.
Maybe here in a month or so, we're going to get that. It's possible.
Preller adds a starting pitcher. My fear is it's going to be Sagano.
Phew.
They're in on him for about $15 million a year, Eric. Maybe he goes to the Giants, though. From one he looks good in a Giants jersey, Eric. From one Giants jersey to another. I'd like it.
I think the Giants should do better. That's just what I'm saying. They should.
Well, they should. They should.
Let's see. Gosh dang it, we'll see.
Well, yeah. Oh, ye of much faith.
Hey, until he proves me otherwise. I mean, was I saying this with Farhan? Absolutely not.
Are you talking about Buster? Until he proves me otherwise. So you and I are both using the same slogan. Until he proves me otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same old.
The only thing is I put a little bit more faith in Buster because he's done it at a high level as a player. What did Farhan do?
Dumpster dive.
Right? Come on.
Preseason, regular season, trade deadline.
Buster Posey. And it's funny. I talked about that in a show not that long ago, talking about the leadership of Buster Posey. Jason Stark talked about the leadership of Buster Posey and how he was a leader of that team. So, I mean, that's what it takes when you want to be the president of baseball operations. You got to be a leader. He even said, as far as like contractual stuff, he says he's not very high on that stuff. So he uses Jeremy Shelley. He's the guy. He's been with the organization for like 30 years. So he understands all the contractual stuff when you want to try to sign and trade, whatever. So he knows the quote unquote, the guts of what needs to be done.
Do you like Kodai Senga?
Yeah, why not?
You do?
Problem is, can he stay healthy? Because didn't he have a shoulder issue as well?
Well, we'll have to find out if Sagano can stay healthy because he may be older, but he has better numbers than Senga in the NPB.
How old's Senga?
Senga? I could look it up, but I would guess. How old Senga, guys? 26, 26? I'm going 26. Let me see.
Take a look. Let me take a look.
Kodai Senga. Here we go.
He's 31.
31, Eric. And the other guy's 35 with better numbers. 100 and almost 160 innings, Eric. He walked 16 batters. And a 167 ERA. Eric, the numbers are just too enticing. I don't care about age. The numbers are.
You know what
They're
Kodai
dropping.
Senga did his first year in the major leagues?
Oh, he struggled a little bit, didn't he?
No,
I know he
didn't.
did opening day against Tampa. Couldn't get out of the first inning.
First year in the major leagues, 2023. Your favorite stat, he had 12 wins, 7 losses, had a 2.9 ERA, 166 innings pitched, 202 strikeouts, had an ERA plus of 140. The guy,
that's why we got to
did
get
it.
Sano in here.
That guy did it at the major league level. Senga did it at the major league level.
That's right. So
And
what
he
does
was
that
30
tell you?
years old, and he was
What does
30
that
years
tell
old.
you? What does that tell you? Sagano had better numbers
Okay.
every year of his career, better numbers than Senga.
Didn't Senga have better stuff? Think so.
Better
Think
stuff.
Senga had better stuff. Yes, better stuff. Did you hear what Sagano throws? 92.
Yeah, he's got, what has he got? 6 pitches in his arsenal, Eric? And
Yeah,
nobody
but
can
how
touch
many
him.
of them are going to play at the MLB level?
Oh, stop with the play at the
Right?
MLB level, Eric. Come on.
Because that's what you're playing. You're playing at the MLB level. Senga has got a devastating forkball.
Oh,
They
Jesus.
call it the ghost ball. He's got a high
The
90s
ghost
fastball.
fork pitch. The
He's
fork
got a high 90s fastball. Sagano's got a 92 mile per hour fastball. He's got a curveball and a changeup that's okay.
So why aren't we
It's
putting out a moratorium to major league teams? Do not sign guys from Korea or Japan.
I didn't say that.
It doesn't equate.
Okay, tell me this. So why did the Mets offer
If it doesn't equate, why do major league teams sign these guys?
Why did the Mets offer him a contract along with the Giants, and why did Sagano get nothing? Because Senga's a better player than Sagano. That's why. No one wanted to pay Sagano when he got freaking
Oh,
offered. that
Sagano
contract.
wouldn't. Nobody would pay what he wanted.
Exactly, but people were after Senga. People were after
And he wasn't
Yamamoto.
making $40 million playing in Japan.
10 million a year. He got 40 million in 4 years.
Right.
What's
And he's
Senga
going to make
getting?
he's going to make minimum of 15 a year in the
He's not
MLB.
going to get 15. He's not going to get 15. I'll guarantee he's not gonna
Eric,
get
you want to bet on that one?
Let's bet on that one. I
The
guarantee
Angels,
he does not get.
the Angels will come in at 15. If the Angels
No.
offer him 15, he's going to the Angels.
I don't think they need another starting pitcher, do they?
It's the Angels and the
Really?
Giants.
No way he gets 15. No way he gets 15.
I read today, Eric, he's going to be offered 15 minimum. Again, we'll see.
Wait, what's going on
Hey.
here? What's this Soto? Hold on. Livian Soto. What's up, guys? Where you guys hearing this? Where you guys seeing this Soto stuff?
What's Livian Soto?
Isn't he a reliever? I haven't seen it. I'm looking at Twitter, guys. Tell me where you're seeing this. Oh, here it is.
Alfonso says 12
Wait,
million.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm hearing 15. Oh, just got a text about it. What's going on?
Not seeing it. Oh, just bullshit. All right, gotcha. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Never mind. I see what you guys are doing. Gotcha. You're just talking about which Soto. Gotcha.
Well, I'm optimistic we get Sagano. So don't poo-poo on my optimism.
No, you can't have optimism. Giants suck. The Giants suck, man.
That's right. I've got Sagano and Wilmer to cheer for, Eric. That's how bad it's been. Speaking of that, Eric, I got my Wilmer on tonight with the knockoff hat.
How are you going to feel when the Giants...
Pro jersey and a knockoff hat. I only had so much money to spend.
I hear you.
Daniel
says he's not getting 15.
Who? Sagano?
Yep. Alfonso, 12 million max.
Oh my God. If he's getting 12 somewhere else, I'd give him the 15, Eric.
No, I wouldn't. Go somewhere else. I'll go spend my 15 on a better starting pitcher. Just saying.
Oh, well.
Guess who Soto is following on Instagram right now?
Eric Romo.
Who is it, Arson? Who's he following? Is he following me? Is he following Giant Sports Talk Live, Arson? Come on, Arson.
Military History Chronicles. He just signed up.
Arson, who's he following? Who is Juan Soto following on Instagram right now? Come on, let me hear it. Let me hear it. Jackson Reitz he's following. Oh, that's right. He's going to the Mets. You heard it here first, guys. Giant Sports Talk Live. Juan Soto is following Jackson Reitz. Lifetime Giant, right? Lifetime Giant. Good God.
Is that what we've become?
Yeah. That's where we've come as a society. Who's he following? Who's he following? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's where he's going.
I have a backup.
Oh man, dude.
I got a coffee tonight. Getting cold.
So do I. Oh my gosh.
LD's going to be wearing the Yaz jersey next year.
Remember, what was it? Oh, what was it last year? Oh, didn't Ohtani follow Logan Webb? And then all of a sudden everyone, right? Remember that? Shohei Ohtani's following Logan Webb on Instagram. He's got to be coming to San Francisco. I remember that one. Oh, dear God.
Oh, God.
Forever Giant Jackson Reitz. Yeah.
I think there's going to be such a huge influx of Japanese players, Eric.
There kind of has been, right? It's not like it's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Right? You got Matsui,
Japanese,
you got Ichiro,
Korean.
you got
look how many Korean flights are coming into the SFO.
Yep.
I need something to cheer for, man. Get me Sagano, give me Wilmer for another year. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Win 50 games, I'll be happy.
Absolutely. Can you imagine legends of the sport if they had come back from the dead? What the reaction would be when they'd ask, guess who X player is following? Shinjo. Yeah, you got Shinjo. Aoki. Don't forget about Aoki. Who else are we missing out there?
Chardall follows us, but he don't come on the show every night.
Yeah, we got to get Chardall on the show. We haven't had him on a while. We got to get Chardall out there.
How come it's the days I invite him, he don't come on? And every other night, guys, can I come on? Can you send me the link?
Hey, Chardall, you out there, man? We'll bring you on tonight, man. You out there, Chardall? Let's put out the
Eric, is that what we've become tonight? Is that the depths of our show tonight?
Come on. Look, what else are we going to talk about, man? Come on. Come on. Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Chardall, going one.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find them. Hold on.
Chardall.
So, Beldy. Have a good night, man. Chardall.
And he'll be on Wednesday night saying, you guys never bring me on anymore. See?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, my gosh.
You know the good news? He doesn't text me.
Yeah, there you go.
Do not give him my phone. Do not give him my phone number, Eric.
Negative.
Yeah. How to piss Eric off? He's like, I'm getting text from Charlotte. How did he have my number? Oops.
Let's see what we got here. I'm taking a look. Hope says Padres will get Sasaki. Maybe.
Who knows? There's just nothing, man. We need some moves, Eric.
Who's gonna have the best sell job, man? That's what it's not about money. It's gonna be the sell job. And as Mark already said, it shouldn't be me because I'm not a very good salesman.
Guys, got a question for you.
What's up, dude?
Oh, Jesus. You call for Chardall, we'll put out a call for Chardall, Will B shows up.
Bro, that is like a tough word. Charboidala. Charboidala. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, William, I heard that today too. Sox, Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, and Blue Jays.
What about it?
That he's got offers in from all of those teams.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
John Morrissey, the same guy that said Shohei Ohtani is on the way to Toronto.
It was on a plane at a Burbank.
On a plane. Yeah. Mr. Shark Tank guy himself.
Well, while we wait for Chardal, a little hockey here, Eric. It's 2-2 going to the third period. What do you think, Eric, about, do you have any beef at all about watching a game? Do you like male announcers, female announcers, or indifferent? Because the San Jose Sharks broadcaster, I'm watching the game, it's female.
December 8th, Mark. Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, the female broadcaster, I think, is on tonight. Let me check it out.
We shall see. That's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be the next biggest. I think the Soto, will, of course, is going to be the biggest. The next biggest thing is going to be where Sasaki signs. Absolutely. Those will be your big news makers for MLB offseason.
Oh, is she, Eddie? Okay, she's going to be on with Randy Hahn in a sec. I thought she was doing the game. Sorry. I can't have the volume up very loud. Jeez, you get shut down on here for anything.
All right, what else we got?
A sideline reporter in the NHL. Okay.
We'll see. That's a possibility. Hope absolutely that could be a possibility.
Chardal, second call. Where are you? 2 strikes.
It's kind of going to be in the same. It's kind of the same playbook as if Kim comes to the Giants. You know, his best friend is Jung-Hoo Lee, so he maybe want to come here play with his best friend. What's up, Mo? And maybe it's the same with Sasaki. Sasaki's again good friends with Yu Darvish. Maybe he wants to go play for San Diego. It's possible.
Oh, I thought you were like, geez, you said Ha-Seong Kim, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's kind of like the same playbook.
I'm not keen. I don't know.
Hey, players, they can decide where they want to look. Kim, he's a free agent. He can go wherever he wants. Yeah. Sasaki could go wherever he wants. So if his best bud's on a certain team, he could go play with them if he wants to. That's possible.
Pardon me?
It's possible.
What?
He goes to science with the Padres.
He can come play with him?
Who is Juan Soto's best friend? Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Yeah, sign at least 2 of his best friends. Get him in here. And somebody get out there. As Tommy D would say, we got to send Eric out. Eric has got to go out and do some investigative reporting, Eric. You got to find out who this the lead is. Who is Matt Chapman getting us? Matt Chapman's been signed to lure in blank.
100%, Marcus. Damn it. I was about to say that. I was waiting for Glenn to finish. That is who his best friend is. Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, Benjamin's.
100%. Very great play, Marcus. You got me, man. You got me.
That's it. 3 strikes. Chardal. He's bitching.
Maybe he's not. He might not even be in.
He's not in there tonight.
Any news? No news.
What are you thinking, Eric?
Let's see if there's any news.
I'm going for supper soon. Not much to talk about tonight.
Yep.
Not even in the chat.
You guys want to take a look? We could take a look at this. You guys want to take a gander here?
Quiet in here. Yeah, Marcus, you can come on.
Marcus, want to come on? Go for it, man.
He says, one day I'll make my voice heard on here.
This is what you guys are talking about, right? 14 minutes ago, Juan Soto has offers from 5 teams. Sources confirm. The report by Randy J. Miller. Who's he? New York Yankees beat writer. Okay. Hall of Famer. Voter since 2006.
He's
okay.
He's in. He's got some knowledge.
Boston Red Sox. LA Dodgers. New York Mets. New York Yankees. Toronto Blue Jays.
And San Francisco Giants.
Nope, no Giants.
Oh, no Giants on the list. Sorry. No.
Now, hey, like I said, if he's not their plan A, then execute whatever their plan A is.
Okay, we don't know. We don't know. However, it's been quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quiet. And if offers are rolling in, Eric,
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think a little too little too late.
It's possible, man.
Oh, it's too late, baby. Now it's too late.
Yeah, there's no offers by the Royals, no offers by the Rays, no offers by the Nationals.
I think that was a cordial call.
Could be.
How you doing?
Could be. We'll see what happens.
Chardall's not. Wait a second. Chardall is in the house. Chardall, where have you been? We wanted to have you on the air tonight. Oh, Chardall, you let me down. You let me down. We put out a call for you for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We wanted to get you on the air. Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, someone say, where's the plane landing? That's messed up.
Oh, we better watch out. Better say good things about he was at the gym, Eric. He's getting buff.
You know,
He'll take us both on with one hand tied behind his back.
Yeah, I do have that on.
All right, Chardall, you want to come on and talk to Eric while I have some supper?
Is he coming on?
Let's find out. If he is, I'll stick around.
Hey, Marcus, the 2026 free agent class is not any better than the 20. Matter of fact, it's worse than this year's. Worse.
And the year after could be worse.
I don't know what 27 is. Did we look at 27? Well, it's actually 26 and 27. Yeah. So, but yeah, next year's is actually the 26. Yeah. It's not going to be that good.
Greg Gayton is in the house.
Is
that Greg Dayton?
No, somebody else.
Oh, geez. Are you sure? See, it's getting late.
Everybody's saying only if the camera's on. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even know you threw the damn link out there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I threw it out for Chardall to come in before we sign off tonight, but it's up to you. He said he was coming on, but Chardall, we threw out the link. It's your last chance. We're giving you a bonus strike here. And then my Big Mac, my fries are here. My fries are getting cold.
What's up, Posse?
Paul ate a baked potato tonight, Eric.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Hey, Chardall. Are you kidding me?
How you doing, gentlemen?
Doing good, Chardall. What's up, man?
It's great coming on.
Turn down your volume. Getting a big echo there. One Chardall is enough. You got us?
Hey, Glenn, how you doing tonight?
There you are. I'm
How's
good.
it
I'm
going?
pretty
How's it
tired
going?
now. We've been on. We're just wrapping up the show. We figured we'd get you on for a final comment or two here. What were you up to tonight, Chardall? You watching some Sharks?
I'm currently watching the Sharks and Kings game right now. It's tied 2-2 right now. End of the second period.
Well, actually, they're in the third period of play. There's 19:27 to go. Third period's underway. It's still 2-2. And Kings out shooting the Sharks.
Glenn, what made you to start this YouTube channel, Giant Sports Talk Live?
Eric, I'll throw that one to you.
I missed it. What?
I'll leave it. Give Eric his question.
Eric, what made you start this YouTube channel called Giant Sports Talk Live?
Because I love talking about Giants baseball and baseball in general. How about that?
Sharks score 3-2.
Glenn, what are your
And
thoughts
guess who
on-
scored, Eric?
Glenn, what are your thoughts on
Celebrini?
Macklin Celebrini?
Macklin Celebrini.
What are your
Came
Nice.
thoughts
down the
on
left
Macklin?
side. Yes.
Glenn, what are
Celebrini,
your thoughts on
baby.
Macklin?
All
What are
right.
your thoughts on Macklin Celebrini and Will Smith?
I like Celebrini, Will Smith, and I like the new goaltender they got.
Glenn, who are your top 5 current San Jose Sharks, and who are your top 5 Sharks of all time?
Oh, geez, you bring in the high heat tonight, man. Boy, that's a good question. My favorite Sharks on the roster today would be, how can you not cheer for Macklin Celebrini? This is a generational player. He's only young, but he's getting his footing in the National Hockey League. I think he's going to be a great player. He's going to be a superstar. Not a superstar. I think he's going to be a star player.
Glenn and Eric.
I haven't even answered the question yet, Charnal. Time out here.
Finish. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm only at number 1. You asked me my top 5. I got 10 players to give you. I got through 1, and you're going to Eric. Calm the heck down. My God. I like Cody Ceci. He was a big acquisition in the offseason. Cody Ceci was former member of the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Ottawa Senators. I like what he's brought to the team so far this year. What else do I like on this team? William Eklund, good player. Who else? Askarov's the new goaltender from Nashville. I like him. He started the year with the Barracuda. He was on fire, so he lost to the St. Louis Blues in a shootout the other night, but he played exceptionally well. And they score again! Eric! It is 4-2. Sharks appear on their way to stealing a win. Anytime they win, it's stealing a win. And the other guy I have to say is Tyler Toffoli. I like Tyler.
Who scored the second or the fourth goal, I should say?
Here's the shot from the point through a screen. Scores! It was who? Smith had it behind the net, carried it over to the wing, dropped it into the high slot. One-timer. I still can't tell who scored, Eric.
Glenn, the goal was scored by Fabian Zetterlund of the San Jose Sharks.
Are you sure it wasn't Lilgren? That
No,
means Zetterlund must have deflected it.
It was Fabian Zetterlund who scored the goal.
Chardall is coming in with that.
Look at that. Giving us live updates.
Oh, it might be going to a review. Anyway, it's
Skaters
4-2. There you go.
Glenn, I really love Giant Sports Out Live.
I know you do.
It's the greatest. You two are the greatest on YouTube. I think you keep the show entertaining every single night. I love tuning into the show. I mean, I'm your number 1 supporter, and you also have other supporters who are also on the show, like Dilly.
Oh, Dilly's a good fella.
Yeah, he is. Thanks, Chardall.
Eric, how would you rate the Shark Tank on a scale of 1 to 10? Like, how would you rate the facility? Do you like the facility? Have you been to a Sharks game before?
Nope.
You should go to a Sharks game. It's one of the best atmosphere you'll ever go to. I myself have been to many games.
Right on, man.
Keep count of how many games I've been to. I've been to like maybe 7 or 8 games this season.
Oh,
who is your all-time favorite Shark?
Plays under review for a high stick.
Yeah.
Let me give you my top 3 Sharks. Number 3, Joe Pavelski. Number 2, Patrick Marleau. Number 1, Joe Thornton. I love Joe Thornton. I was at his retirement ceremony the other day.
Can't go wrong. Number 19 was lifted up into the rafters. You were at that game on Saturday, were you?
That day. But unfortunately, we lost that game 4-2, which is the same score right now.
Yeah, but they lost to Buffalo. Should have beat Buffalo. What about Tomas Hertl? Hertl the Turtle.
I mean, I like Tomas Hertl, but he's now a Vegas Golden Knight.
I know, but I mean, he's one of the best players the Sharks have ever had. Hertl.
But now he's playing for a rival. I mean, as a Sharks fan, I don't like players who are traders and they leave the Sharks and go to play for another team, such as a rival, which Vegas.
Come on, Chardall. Don't talk to me. Hey.
No, he left the Sharks.
I know. Listen, a fan, if you're a big fan of someone, right? You can still go off somewhere else and then come back.
I'm a diehard Sharks fan.
You can cheer for him when he's a Shark and then go cheer for another team.
I'm a diehard Sharks fan, and I go to most of the games at the Shark Tank at SCP
Right
Center.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of fun going over there to those games. So the goal will stand 4-2. It wasn't a high stick. That was ridiculous. 17:45 to go in the third period. We've got a 4-2 game. We'll take a commercial break. Chardol, have you heard the news, buddy? Hey,
we got Sharks games. We play the Kings. I really love when they give chants beat LA. You know, the whole stadium erupts in beat LA chants because we don't like LA teams. Like anytime the Giants play the Dodgers, beat LA chants. Kings play the Sharks, beat LA chants.
Talk some baseball with Eric. Eric's sitting there lonely. Look, he wants to chime in.
So which players would you like the Giants to sign next season? You're big on Juan Soto. You think that
I am?
You think the Giants are
probably not going to happen? What's
Soto?
up, Rob? I don't know, man. I think free agents.
Rob
maybe you have to go with the starting rotation. Maybe spend money on the free agents that way, and then for position players, maybe you start working some trades. Maybe that's the way they go, man. What do you think? Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Tommy D grabbing some juice. So what about that, Jason Dominguez?
Eric, so are you on Juan Soto?
Yeah, I would love to get Juan Soto. Who wouldn't? Is it going to happen? Probably not.
You think Roki Sasaki is going to go to the Giants, or think he's going to go somewhere else?
You never know. Who knows, man? It all depends. It's absolutely all depends on what he wants. What's his desire? Does he want to go play with his best bud, Yu Darvish? Does he want to go play for the juggernaut Dodgers? Does he want to go play somewhere else? Who knows, man? We'll find out in January.
Glenn, which Giants jersey are you rocking?
What was that?
Which Giants jersey are you rocking on the stream?
Wilmer Flores.
Your favorite?
One of. Yeah. Just watching a little 5-on-3 hockey here, Chardol. It's a 5-on-3. The Sharks had the puck in the offensive zone, but the Kings have gobbled it up and sent it down the ice. 1:07 left in the two-man advantage, trying to build upon a 4-2 lead here, buddy. Can they score 5-on-3? That is the question.
Eric, who are your top 5 Giants currently, and who are your top 5 Giants of all time?
It's top 5 kind of nice.
Giants currently,
and who are your top 5 Giants all time?
Currently, Ramos. Oh my god!
He scores. Guess who?
Who? Celebrini?
Macklin Celebrini and a one-timer from the near point. He cut in. Actually cut in. Top of the face-off circle. Let her rip, Eric. It's a 5-2. Shark kind of night. Yes.
Wow.
Macklin Celebrini with the second goal. One more goal and that's on the ice.
Oh, he beat Riddick with the shot. What a goal, Eric. Wait till you see the replay of that one-timer.
Hold on. Let me bring up San Jose Sharks Twitter. It'll be
wow.
on there.
Celebrini, the one-timer. I like it. And are they still in the power play?
You said it's 5-on-3, so it should be 5-on-4 now, right?
Yes, power play for another 47 seconds, Eric. And a 5-2 lead over the Kings. Much despised
14 seconds
rival.
ago. Here we go. Hold on.
Glenn, there's currently 15 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third period. Sharks up 5-2.
Hey, calm down. There's 16 minutes left on my TV here. Here's another shot from the point deflected high. They're moving the puck in the offensive zone on this power play, Eric. Are you getting a look at the goal?
I'm watching it.
The one-timer?
Wow.
See him get it, and he let it go on the pass?
He ripped it, huh?
Yeah. Was it above or below the glove?
I think it was above. It looked like it almost hit the top net.
Yeah. What a nice shot. There you go. 5-2 game. A little out of town scoreboard update.
It might have deflected off the crossbar. Want to take a look at it?
Yeah. Can you bring it up?
Yeah, why not?
Zetterlund moving in. And was Zetterlund hauled down? Are they going back to the power play again, Eric? Holy smoke.
Okay, here we go.
Smith blocked by Gavrikov. Smith able to keep it alive. Here's Eklund. Celebrating.
You see? It hit like right here. I don't know if it hit the crossbar or just the top net, but it was close. Here, let's see.
Super slow-mo. Oh, look at that.
See where it hit? Maybe it hit that seam. It was definitely way above his glove.
Yep. Top shelf where mama keeps the peanut butter, Eric. Woo! Love it. And there's Rob C. We got a Rob C. Look, Rob, I've been looking. I wanted to get Rob on as a special guest a couple of times on Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Rob C. He went into like hibernation. I hadn't been able to find him to do a show with me. Oh, Rob, where have you been, my friend?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Ned Coletti doing a great job with the San Jose Sharks, Eric.
Yeah, what is he? Is he just a scout? Is he a head of scouting? How is he? What is his position with the Sharks? I know he scouts. I just don't know.
Hey, Rob.
What exactly he does.
Texting me now. What was that, Eric? Ned Coletti?
Yeah, is he a head of scouting or is he just a scout?
He is. I'm just going to verify. I don't want to mislead you. He's in the scouting department. Just scouting for the American Hockey League and the San Jose Sharks. So the Barracuda and the Sharks.
Interesting. Okay. Hold on.
Glenn,
Yes, sir.
what are your thoughts on the newest acquisition at goalie Yaroslav Askarov? What are your thoughts on him on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, that guy is a 10. That guy is an up-and-coming young player, Chardal. That was a steal. They got him kind of like the Eldridge thing. Started him down in the minors, playing for the Barracuda. That's the American Hockey League. So that's the farm team. A little lower caliber hockey. Couldn't put the puck by him. So they gave him a start in St. Louis the other night. I'm still talking. Let me finish. He played the other night. Gave up a goal 11 seconds into the game, Chardal. I was a little worried. 1-0 Blues 11 seconds in. He shut the door pretty much the rest of the way. It was 2-2 late. Game ended 3-2 in a shootout. The guy was incredible. And he's in there tonight. Looks like he might pick up his first National Hockey League win. I like him. I like him a lot. Thanks for asking.
Glenn, so Macklin celebrating currently has 2 goals in the game right now. He needs 1 more goal, and then hats are going to be thrown on the ice. That's a tradition at all Shark games. Whenever a player scores 3 goals in a game, all the fans throw hats on the ice.
Chardal, that is a tradition in every rink, no matter what level of hockey, whether it's Pee-wees or Quebec League or Western League or college or NHL. You score 3 goals, you got the hat trick. People throw their hats.
I feel like the biggest fool. I should have been at this game today. Macklin scored 2 goals today, and I didn't go to this game today.
Maybe that's why he scored 2
been at the
goals
today for this game. I missed history.
Eric, I got to cut out of here. Have some supper, buddy. It's been a long
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, Chardal, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Hey, Eric and Glenn, it's great coming on Giant Sports.
Excuse me? What was that?
Hey, Eric and Glenn, it's great coming on Giant Sports Talk Live. I really love all your content and videos on the channel. I hope you two keep slaying it. If I'm not doing anything, then I'd love to hop on to your channel and support you guys as much as I can, because I really love all your talk on Giants, all about Giants baseball.
You're awesome.
Right on.
And I really love your show, man. I would love to come on here anytime, talking with you two. You two are one of the greatest. You two, Eric, and you, Glenn, as well.
Thanks, buddy. All right, catch you later.
Hope you have a great night, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you back here on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Thanks, Chardal. Hey, Chardal, do you hear that? Do you hear it, Chardal?
I hear that.
You hear those bells jingling?
I hear those bells.
Hey, just so you know, you might get something special at Christmas time.
Christmas is coming to Giant Sports Talk Live. Be watching Giant Sports Talk Live beginning December 10th for the 12 days of Giant Sports Talk Christmas. We will announce one qualifier each night for 12 days, and on Christmas Eve, we will draw for a grand prize of a Barry Bonds jersey and 2 tickets to attend a Giants game with Glenn and Eric. To qualify, simply be watching Giant Sports Talk Live to pick a number between 1 and 12. Then, on Christmas Eve, Santa's elves, Glenn and Eric, will randomly choose the grand prize winner. The 12 days of Giant Sports Talk Christmas, coming December 10th to Giant Sports Talk Live on Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting Station.
All right, there we go. Christmas time coming.
Wouldn't you love to go to a game with Eric and I?
That'd be kind of fun, right? Kind of, maybe.
Maybe he wouldn't. All right, Shadal, see you, buddy. All right, so there you go. You going to talk to Dilly tonight? Are you going to talk to any of the other chatters, or are you sticking around, or what?
Yeah, I'll take it up to 2 hours. How's that sound?
You're going to take it to 2? I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow night. I have Eric. It has been so exciting tonight. I can't take any more.
I bet.
But you are the greatest. You are the greatest, Eric.
Hey, I try.
Oh, good. You guys tomorrow night at 8.
Have a good one, Glenn. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and let's bring in Dilly. What is up, Dilly?
What's up?
Why not? Oh, come on. Bro, look, Glenn's watching.
I'm back.
Hey, you handle this one, Glenn. You handle this one.
No, I'm back. I like the, what do you call that, Eric? You don't call that a thumbnail.
Yeah, a little profile picture.
Yeah, okay, your profile. You've never looked so good, Dilly. I love that. Doesn't he look good? Doesn't he look good? See the look on his face? The look on his face is like, why would Eric Romo not want me? That's the look I get. Why not? Why not? Look at that jersey. Oh, man, he looks good in San Francisco colors. I love it.
That's not San Francisco color.
Those are San Francisco colors, Eric.
That's Yamamuri. That's Yamamuri Giants. Look at the font.
Get out of here.
Look at the hat.
Font? Now, Eric, look up colors in the dictionary. Where does it say font? What are you talking about? See, Eric tries to crap on everything by taking you down the yellow brick road.
Who else wears black and orange and black?
Wilmer.
Not for long.
All right, we'll see. Yuri Giants. So Dilly. Oh,
I feel like I'm directly responsible for this controversy right now.
No, it's okay. I was just looking to see who was popping in the green room, but it's okay. Dilly, what do you think? Are you in? Or
I don't want to pay him $15 million a year.
Okay, now you're out again. All right, see you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think that's steep. I think 12 is better. I know that it's not like significantly less, but I think that's more what I'd be comfortable with going for. And that's the going rate that he had in Japan. Basically, it's a little pay bump.
Yeah, he was getting $10 million a year in Japan.
And he signed that. He was getting paid $10 million a year in Japan, and he signed that when he was 31, something like that. So he was getting paid more because he was younger. Now that he's older, he should get paid less. It's the same thing with Verlander and
Scherzer.
What's his face? Scherzer. Yeah, you wouldn't pay them the $44 million that they got a couple years ago.
Not even half of that. Well, maybe.
I don't even know if I would go. I would go
Look
for
what
them.
Kikuchi got, man. Holy
I know
crap,
that
dude.
blew my mind. The Angels they're trying something this year.
You know what they're doing? Is screwing up the market for the rest of everyone else, and it's
a little bit.
Because
Kikuchi
now Snell's going to probably want at least 35 a year.
Yeah,
Burns maybe even around the same, maybe more.
Crazy.
It's like, come on, man.
I don't like that Kikuchi signing. Yeah, that's steep. But, for a team that says, screw it, I'm just going to spend all of our money. Why not? I mean, whatever.
Because honestly, I mean, what's the the Giants are not an offseason away to start winning. So why even sign him? It's nothing. It's like, okay, you sign him for 1 year and then he goes off to the sunset. And now what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get that.
I mean,
I don't know.
Did you real quick? Did you listen to the Buster Posey interview with Jason Stark?
Pieces of it.
Gotta listen to it. It's really good.
I definitely saw that it happened, and I saw a couple of clips on Twitter. I like what he's doing with, like you guys were saying, bringing in a bunch of people who know what they're doing. Basically, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how it unfolds. But with Sagano, like I said, I don't think 15's steep. If they pay him 15, that's because they feel the need to overpay. I don't think you need to do that with him. No. I think you could get away with the problem is though, I feel like he'd want to come over and have like a longer term deal, like longer than I probably would be comfortable with giving him.
Yeah. I mean, if he's asking for a 2 or 3 year, that ain't happening.
Yeah. Why would he come over to the MLB to play 1 year? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So he's probably going to be looking for, if I were him, 3 years, which if I'm the Giants, I don't know how I feel about that. Unless you can get him for cheap as cheap could be. But I don't know, because like, why would you go through all that effort and all that kind of stuff to come over to the U.S. and play in the MLB for the first time at theoretically the end of your career,
right?
A year,
right?
Like you would want to come over and lock into it at least 2. 3 would be more. 3 would be like, I would think would be more what he would be looking for. But if that's the case, I don't know how I feel about that with the Giants. I still think 1 year, second year opt out, something like that, which I know no one likes opt-outs, but it like maybe a club option.
I'm going to take a guess that since we're his ages and he knows he ain't going to be pitching much longer, he might want to just go to a winner.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see what I'm saying? Then he just could come here and get his quote-unquote ring, and then he could be done. Why would he come? Because the Giants, come on, these next couple of years, is it going to be exactly a lot of winning going on? I think depending on what they do this offseason, it could be better than what it's been.
For sure.
Right? And there's always a chance to get in a squeak into a wild card. I don't want to squeak into a wild card. I want us to put a team together that's going to fight for the division. That's how it should be. And I'm guessing it's going to eventually get there. But yeah, it doesn't make sense for him to come to the Giants right now. Not just because of the timeline of where the Giants are currently.
The only couple counter arguments I have to that, because for the most part, I go back and forth between thinking it's a good idea, thinking it's not, because I do agree with Glenn. It's not like he's going to objectively make this team worse. If we got him, it'd be nice, right? But that's barring the fact that he doesn't get hurt immediately or something freaky like that happens. So in that regard, I think that's fine. But you could also make an argument that he played for the Giants in Japan, played for the Giants in the MLB. There's something you could make a little play on something like that.
Right.
And I know the Giants would like to do that, because it's like, oh, you don't even have to switch out your jerseys, like that kind of a thing.
Right.
And then also the fact that it gives you a little bit more flexibility with your money. Because if you can get him for cheaper, like it goes back to the whole thing. I truly do think that you could probably swing it to where you could cheap out on pitching and save that money for a bat this year, because the bat market, I know the pitching market this year is stacked, but it sounds like teams like the Red Sox and teams like the Yankees, all these guys are going to be in on the top free agent pitching. And if the Giants aren't willing to spend like crazy, I'd rather them just go internal with pitching, get Sagano as like a little experiment, and then go all out on a bat or a trade.
Well, it's funny because Buster Posey said that they're going to lean on the young pitching. By name, he mentioned Birdsong, Roop, and Harrison. If I'm not mistaken, in that order. Does it mean anything? I don't know. and he said Logan Webb was going to lead the way. So
I like that.
We'll see, and that's fine. You know, maybe that. Then what does that mean? Are they not going to spend money on starting pitching, and are they going to spend money on hitting? I don't know, man.
To be honest with you, I think because they could absolutely avoid draft pick, like losing draft picks with the way they're set. Because if they get a guy like Sagano and then they lean on their younger pitching, however, you named 3 names and that was not include like 3 young guys.
Yes.
That's 3 right there. That's not including Logan Webb, which would be 4, and then Robbie Ray, which is 5.
He didn't mention Ray.
So
right.
all 5 of those guys, that's a full rotation right there. So that doesn't really leave room for a guy like Sagano. And then that's not even counting Hicks, which they signed to be a reliever, which I wonder if
there's no way he's going to be a starting pitcher.
I was going to say, I wonder with the new regime, if they're going to just say, yeah, that was cool. That was a cool thought by the previous regime. You're just going to go back into the bullpen.
Yeah. You were great for the first, maybe 10 starts, but then after that you sucked.
Ran out of gas. And that's why I worry about the other young guys, is that they're going to run out of gas. Cause I think that's their main problem. They're so good when they just come up like initially and they'll have a couple good starts, whatever, and then just peter out and it sucks. So if they can hold on and not suffer the Bailey phenomenon of just literally running out of gas, I think it'd be fine. But I also am not adverse to getting a guy like Sagano as a little, like a Band-Aid almost, to fill in, because you can never have too much pitching at the end of the day, because guys go down and then you're screwed, right? You're one injury away from having Hicks be a spot starter, and that's sketchy. Or what if Roop isn't acclimated correctly, and then you're looking to different avenues that aren't as solid. So and he's a veteran guy, so like I wouldn't be opposed to like a Sagano, understanding the fact that the money that you save on him and not going off after Snell, Burns, someone like that, needs to go to a bat, needs to go to a Bellinger trade, paying down some of that salary to a free agent. I don't want Willy Adames, like to Kim, maybe a Kim and a Bellinger trade, something like that.
Kim Bellinger
shores it up a little bit. It screams patchwork is what it does. It screams like wait till the deadline, see what happens with Bichette, see what happens with Guerrero, that kind of a thing.
I don't know if I would want to do trade for them though, because it's a 2-year or a 2-month rental and there's no guarantee they sign an extension. It would have to be predicated on getting an extension, of course.
Exactly. I like the idea of trading them at the deadline only because you get those exclusive rights to negotiation before the end of the season. So you get a little leg up going into the offseason.
You get those 5 days, yeah.
Yeah, so
if they're already dead set on saying,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just it'd be interesting. There's a lot of different ways that it could go, and I think that they have the potential to do a lot of stuff. I did see that. I can't remember. I think it was Posey that said like he brought in someone who's more of like a gunslinger, like willing to make huge big deals and like shake things up crazy, because Posey tends to be more level-headed and like more
right.
Let's not do anything.
And Jeff's a gunslinger. He talked about that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm referring
that was on the
to.
Buster only. That was the when you talked to Buster.
Yeah, which I like that. Yeah. I like that because
you're getting different information from different people, different mindset. That's good. You need that.
Shaking it up is not a bad thing either. I wouldn't like, just as much as I like seeing the guys on our team, like I want to see them succeed and stuff like that. I'm also not opposed to just absolutely flipping this team upside down and then just seeing what happens.
Right.
Like it would be, I don't think I would have a preference one way or another, which would be interesting. So long as it makes sense. Like don't go and just change things for the sake of changing them. Change things to like.
That's why.
Make a change.
I know everybody wants him, and it's only one of them. But Sasaki, man, talk about. I mean, you got 6 years of that guy if he decides to play.
Yeah, no, that would be.
Yeah, we talked about the tweet that Morrissey sent. Yeah, Mets, Yankees, very good. Red Sox, Blue Jays, Dodgers. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't expect the Giants to be gung ho on
No, they
Soto.
might not be. They might not be.
Which honestly, they're kind of in. Well,
And that's
obviously,
fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
obviously,
And I've said
Soto's
this from the beginning. If Soto is not, if they are not plan A, then you just need to execute whatever plan A is.
Yeah,
I've been
exactly.
saying that over and over.
Exactly. I think that it's the same kind of concept to a different degree, but at its core is the same concept that the Yankees need to take. Is like, yes, getting Soto back in that lineup would be phenomenal and it would objectively make that team better. But I think the money that they would spend on Soto would be much better spent allocating to a few other of their needs, like a third baseman, a first baseman, maybe a pitcher, something like that, like rather than just getting Soto.
Mm.
And I kind of feel like the Giants fall into a very similar situation in that regard, where it's like you could go out and get Soto, but then if that's your like crown jewel, you still need a little pitching help. You still need a shortstop, and like there's a lot of other needs that aren't addressed by just getting Soto.
Correct.
And so I almost feel like in the very short term, it would be better to address a lot of those other needs than it would be long term, which is where the nuance between like the Giants and the Yankees come into play a little bit more, because the Yankees are in a better situation because they have Judge and guys like that and Cole. So they already have their stars. So they don't necessarily need a crown jewel
right
as much as the Giants. So that's where the Giants could benefit more than like a team like the Yankees signing Soto. But in terms of like addressing all of their needs, they kind of fall into the same boat.
Yeah, right. Here's a question. Mike O says, well, why don't the Giants make an offer? That's freaking sad. Why not at least try? Okay, here's a question I'm going to ask you. I want to ask the chat out there. Would you guys be mad if the Giants decided not to offer a contract or get in to the Juan Soto sweepstakes? Would you be pissed off that the Giants decided to say, nope, we don't want Juan Soto? You guys okay with that? Or do you think that they have to be involved with Juan Soto?
That's a good question.
Because if they never decided on Juan Soto, then what are the Giants deciding to do? And again, we don't know. We don't know what the Giants are doing. They aren't saying anything. It is literally communication blackout. There is absolutely nothing. The only thing that Buster has said is they need a shortstop. That's it. That is the extent of what they said they need.
And I wonder if he's like kicking himself for even saying that. Because I wonder.
Not, no, he is not. But he look. Is he promising people expectations that they couldn't achieve?
That is also a good point.
Right. So I don't know if they're look, Alfonso, but they should be involved. But if they don't feel that's the direction they need to go, are you against that? Don't know. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? We're not privy to these conversations. Period.
And you know what? I think it's a better route to take if you know you're not in on Soto, or if you know you're like, they're not pursuing him in the same intensity as they did like Judge and so on and so forth. If you know that you're not going to like make that your off-season goal, then I respect not talking about it. I respect not going and being like, yeah, we're going to be making an offer, even though behind the scenes, the Giants know that the offer that they're going to make is not going to get it done. But just to say, oh yeah, we're making them an offer and get everyone's hopes up. It's like, I'd rather them just say nothing and then it come out later like, oh yeah, they actually did make them an offer and they had a meeting. It just didn't work out. Because then at least it's not like you're spiking like the Farhan thing, and you're not spiking the expectations and being like, oh man, they made him an offer and that must mean that they're serious about this and stuff like that, when they knew that's probably not going to work out, but we've got to make an offer regardless. Kind of like the Rays. Like, yeah, we're checking in on Juan Soto. They know that Soto's not going to play for the Rays, but it's formality at that point, which I'm okay with them keeping quiet.
Okay, here's a question. So we got other teams out there that are offering him contracts. You got Boston Red Sox. Are they really in the winning ways right now?
It sounds like the Red Sox are trying to like
Are
just
they?
empty the chamber.
I mean,
'Cause
how about Toronto Blue Jays? They offered Juan Soto a contract. Are they really? Is the Toronto Blue Jays much better than what the Giants are currently?
that's going to be interesting because
See, you know what I'm saying? So if that's again, the Giants may have never been in on Juan Soto whatsoever. But are they willing to take that backlash to say, hey, we were never in it? Then the backlash that would come if they said they were in second place. I don't know. Are they weighing? You know what I'm saying? Are they weighing what would be worse? Would it be worse? Okay, let's do that. Would it be worse? Press, I should say. Or would it be worse? Outrage, or would the outrage be worse if they never had a meeting at all, or that they did have a meeting and they just didn't couldn't land the top dog?
That would be a good poll.
You know what I'm saying?
To run a poll, yeah. I
I'll
think
have to do that one tomorrow when there's a lot more people in.
Yeah, I think it would be, in my opinion, worse if they came second and we're pumping it up like, hey, yeah, we're making him an offer, we're serious about him, and then it was like, oh, cool, he went to the Red Sox.
But you still could be in and talking to him, but not making grandiose statements.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You're saying like still be in on him, but not
the
like
Giants,
keep it on the down low.
It's reported that the Giants are in on Soto, but they don't make any of these statements. But then they say, oh yeah, Giants have made him an offer. But there's no, again, like I said, no statements from Posey. I don't know.
Versus just flat out not even making
right. And then how would fans feel? Is like, what? They never even talked to Juan Soto?
They would have to have an incredible offseason outside of that in order to make up for that.
Right. That's the thing. And I saw a senior talking about sparing the embarrassment, but that's already embarrassing.
Yeah. That's
already embarrassing. You're not saving the embarrassment, because if it comes out that, hey, the Giants never, people are going to ask, well, why didn't the Giants get a meeting? People are going to ask. And what are the Giants going to say? We just didn't want to talk to him. That's bad. And if it comes out Soto didn't want to talk to him, that's bad. Either way, I mean, it's just, I think it would have been better, honestly, is if they just announced, hey, if they were never in it at all, at least we made an offer, whatever, something.
Yeah.
So at least it looks like they did something, because I think either of those other two options looks really bad.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think
going to be weird how this goes.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm pumped up because.
And don't underestimate the whole. There's a secret bettor out there, a dark horse. You watch. I'll guarantee you, there's going to be a tweet that's going to come out in the next couple of days. There's a dark horse submitting an offer to Juan Soto. What you watch? It's going to happen. It's like that every damn time. It's nothing. It's something that we've seen before. It's nothing original. There will be a dark horse. Question is, who will that dark horse be?
It is a good question for sure.
There's a dark horse. Always is, man.
Always.
There always is.
Always. And I don't think the Dodgers are going to get him. I don't think the Dodgers think it's going to be the Mets or the Red Sox.
Mets, yeah. Everyone's saying
that.
It's honestly saying the Mets is the easiest route to go.
Absolutely.
The fact because they got the most money.
Absolutely. I think so my dark horse before we got a little bit deeper into the offseason were the Phillies. I thought the Phillies might have been making plays on them.
Yeah, and they could be a dark horse, to be honest with you.
I thought that was going to be more the route. I could have seen that because their outfield, like Nick Castellanos, they're shopping him. He's getting old. So they could probably use something like that going on. And then they're shopping Bohm, which means they're also trying to get Bregman to play third for them. So like they're looking to do some other things. I don't think they've outright been, oh yeah, we're gonna get Soto or anything like that. But that was my dark horse at the beginning of this offseason. And I thought, I could see it happening. Blue Jays, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. They're a very rich team. They could absolutely do that. But with Vladdy and Bichette in limbo, I don't know how that's all going to work out, because if you sign Soto, then I don't think you sign both of them. And if you do sign both of them, then that's a crazy team right there. So
Alex says, right. So if you're not a small market team, make the offer. Toronto is making an offer, and I'm sure Soto doesn't want to go there either. That's the issue I'm saying. You might as well just say, yeah, I'm going to put in an offer. Let him say no. I'd rather him say no to the offer than just say, no, I never wanted to meet with you. That that cannot come out. That is going to look really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
I agree. I completely agree.
It cannot come out there as Posey is king with the scepter. You can't. Look at Johnny Soto just started following Grimace. Seriously, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Again, he followed Jackson Reitz. Now he's following Grimace on Instagram. Yep, it's got to be going to the Mets, right?
Yep. I mean, Shohei Ohtani followed
this
Logan
world
Webb.
we live in, man. Unbelievable.
It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Red Sox are going to be. I wouldn't be shocked if he went to the Red Sox either. They want to get a bunch of pitching though, and that's going to be expensive. So
that's going to be expensive, and you're already. That's the thing. You're already pitching's going to be expensive.
Yeah,
unless you're willing to really just Soto just subscribe to the channel. I'm
That's
sure it
funny.
is. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some damn troll out there doing that. But yeah, I mean, you're going to have some massive amounts of money if you're trying to sign Juan Soto and try to upgrade your pitching.
Yep. I saw a tweet earlier today that said that the Red Sox were trying to get 2 of the 3 top free agent pitchers between Fried, Burns, and Snell.
Wow.
And
yeah, because I know they were in on Snell.
Ideally, at least one lefty, they were saying. So if they got Snell and they got Burns, Snell doesn't have the qualifying offer, so you're only giving up 2 picks, and then you would give up the other 2 for Soto if they tried to make a play on him. So then in terms of draft picks, it's not as bad as it could be. It's still not great, but then look at who you're getting. You're shoring up your pitching staff forever, and then you got Soto in the back end of that as well. I don't know. I think they could be not a dark horse, but maybe an underdog.
Yeah.
Would be a better way of saying that. But then, yeah, the Mets would be most likely.
Mike says, Eric, do you believe we get Soto? Hey, don't know, man. Don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out, man. Wait until he signs. Once Jeff Passan drops that bomb, then we'll know whether or not he will come to San Francisco. According to John Morrissey, who is a baseball writer, said so far, what is it? 6 teams, right?
Yeah.
Mets, Yankees, Boston, Dodgers, and Blue Jays. No, 5, right? Am I missing one?
I think it's 5. Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah. Juan Soto to the Marlins. Dark horse.
Could you imagine?
That would be the funniest thing.
That would be absolutely incredible.
Juan Soto baseball.
Juan Soto to the Marlins because it's so close to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Right? Could you imagine that?
There you go.
Could you imagine that? Hey, yeah, there you go. If that's what it is, if it's about location, hey, Florida Marlins, give them a call. You guys got a leg up, man.
Yep. Soler gets traded back there. Arias gets traded back there.
Oh man,
super team.
Wouldn't that be freaking incredible?
Yeah, they've got a good young pitching core theoretically coming up or around. Their starters, and then you just send all the guys that they traded away the last couple years back. Just reassemble, Avengers Unite.
Man, that would be something.
That would be something. Yeah. Sacramento A's.
We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens, guys. We're getting close to Thanksgiving. I don't think it gets announced before Thanksgiving.
No, I don't. There's none chance.
No.
In 2 days,
Usually,
do we see Soto signing in 2 days? No.
no. Usually, this time of the year is a little bit slower because again, it's Thanksgiving's coming up. After Thanksgiving, though, that's when things can start.
Yep. I think it's interesting to point out, and this will be the last thing I say before I go, is that Posey's made a crap ton of moves on the administration front.
Yes.
Whereas no
Big
one,
time.
any teams that have made any moves, namely the Angels, who have probably made the most moves, are making player moves and all that stuff. And we hear all about that. Posey's made all of his moves in the administration department. So
yeah,
I'm
I mean
hoping
it's a whole different organization.
exactly. He's loading up the clip right now to just fire off all the bullets here in the free agent market.
You got to think about that, right? You got to get your team together before you could start making
Exactly.
So that's fine, and he's getting everything put together. So then when it comes time to, because everyone knows it's not starting, and like I said, if they were never in on Juan Soto, I mean, because that's honestly the Juan Soto thing is pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
if you're willing to pay him, you're going to get him. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
There's really no overthinking the Juan Soto thing. All it required is just paying the most money. That is it. Period. End of story. And it's all these other things that have to be done. If you're looking to do some trades, if you're looking to maybe get a little creative with a free agent, and you have to offload some guys and then sign. I mean, that gets a little bit more. That takes more legwork.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. We're just going to see what happens.
I just like that he's made a lot of moves, and they just haven't been for the team. They've been for setting up the team.
Up. Yeah.
I appreciate that. So
he's laying down. He's laying the foundation so they could get working.
Absolutely. Different philosophy.
Oh man, I'm just telling you, he just has to be careful of not giving the impression of the former regime. That's going to be the biggest thing, honestly.
Be different.
Because yes, and if he is not different, I'm already seeing freaking pictures of Posey and Farhan blended together in an AI picture.
I saw.
I'm already seeing that, man, and I'm like, really? The guy has literally been at the job for a few months, and they're already coming out with that stuff. And I understand it. It makes sense, right? Because fans are tired. They want to see winning.
Yep.
That's the problem. And over these last 6 years, we haven't seen a whole lot of it. A lot of it. So when people start seeing similarities from the previous regime, people are going to get pissed, man.
This is my take on that, is that you flushed out Farhan's regime. He's basically flushed most everyone out of the previous regime. He's gotten a bunch of new advisors. He's he's handed the reins over to Bob Melvin in terms of roster decision making and all that kind of stuff. He's totally cleaned house, and so or mostly cleaned house. So to me, if nothing changes in the next few years with Posey at the helm, it screams ownership problem. It is an ownership problem, and it is not anything else other than that. You can't blame Posey. You can't blame anyone like that. It is 100% ownership.
So would you, let me answer that before I get to Senior's question. Would Posey sign up for that though?
I don't know.
Would Posey sign up to do that? It doesn't.
Maybe he doesn't understand how.
Well,
so assuming that it is an ownership problem and that's the limiting factor here, maybe he's not aware because he has not had firsthand experience with the constraints of Greg Johnson and company. And so that he's not he hasn't had a firsthand experience of, oh, this is what we need to do. And then big boy Greg says, no, we're not going to do that. And so then he's going to have to find out the hard way, essentially, that, oh man, well, that sucks because that really just cuts me off at the knees and I can't really do anything.
Right. So why would he sign up for that? I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is like maybe he's going to either find out the hard way that that's what it is, or maybe it wasn't an ownership problem.
But he's been an owner for the last couple of years, so he's got to know before jumping into this position kind of where ownership lies.
And that's the positive outcome. So the positive outcome is that he knows exactly what's going on, and that. And
why would you fire Farhan? Why would you fire Farhan and do the same thing?
Exactly.
Why not just let Farhan keep getting arrows?
Exactly.
Then it looks like Farhan. If he keeps taking arrows, then the ownership still comes out smelling rosy because you just blame everything on Farhan.
Exactly. He's a ball guy.
Here we go. Senior. Real quick. So Eric, if Posey doesn't land Soto, and then you're going to go give him a strike because they didn't offer the most money. No, I'll tell you what the issue is. Because if Juan Soto was never the issue, they better damn well execute whatever they decide to execute. And if they miss, it's going to look bad. I'm telling you, it's going to look bad. If your intention was never to sign Juan Soto, then you have better hit on what you're trying to accomplish in the offseason.
I could not agree more.
Right? Because if you miss on whatever you're trying to do and it didn't involve Soto, you're going to get a backlash. You're going to get backlash. 100%. You're going to get backlash. 100%. Because if it comes out, Juan Soto never was interested in San Francisco, and you didn't get what you wanted because you already knew that, man. I wouldn't want to be in his chair. I really won't.
No, that's a bad look.
That's a bad look. Again, I think it's a worse look than just being denied. But I'd rather just give a damn offer. You know what I'm saying? At least you're kind of look, is it political?
CYA.
Absolutely. It's covering your ass. Absolutely. 100%. Give him the offer knowing he's going to turn it down. So at least you can't say, hey, we gave him an offer.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's
exactly.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And all we got to do is get through Thanksgiving.
Yep,
and then we're going to get served our second helpings not too long after that with the winter meetings. So it'll be exciting. Hopefully it'll be exciting. There's no guaranteed, but
yeah, exactly. I just can't see Buster not doing something.
I can't either. He's very stoic. And that's how he was. That's how he was when he played. Very
you can't read
professional. Exactly. He's very politically correct and talks in the shrouded. I'm not going to let you know anything that's going on. Keep a very blank expression, and then surprise. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Senior goes. What if Boris said Soto doesn't want to play in San Francisco? You still make an offer. You make him say no. That's what you do. Hey, here's the offer. Make him say no, because then at least you come out and said, hey, we gave him money. He just didn't want to come here. Because right now it may look like the Giants are cheap. I'm telling you, man, I'd rather Juan Soto just say no to an offer. Again, it's saving face to an extent. Much better than just saying, hey, Juan Soto was never even interested in coming to San Francisco. I
agree. He said he didn't want to play here, so we just didn't even give him the offer. It's like, nah, well. And unless they truthfully go out and get their guys after that.
That's the issue. If they go out there and get the guys they actually want to get, and it's mission accomplished, then okay, it's a win. You got what you wanted, and you're going to work with it.
Yep. It's interesting. And then, I see a lot of people talking about Kim as well in the chat.
I saw some news earlier today. They said it's pretty close for Giants getting close, but again, take it for what it's worth.
I wouldn't be mind blown if that happened before the winter meetings.
Yeah, and you know what? Fan base is going to go absolute apeshit.
Oh, absolutely. You know they're going to be pumped.
People are going to absolutely lose their ever-loving minds.
Yeah. Yep.
100%. They will lose their freaking minds. If Kim is announced before Thanksgiving.
They will. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be before Thanksgiving necessarily, but I think it'll be
or even right after.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Could
right
you imagine? Oh, dear.
beginning of the following week.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. And
I
you
don't
know
think,
what?
Look, and here's the thing. I don't know. I'll say, I don't think the Dodgers, I mean, anything's possible. But if it comes out the Dodgers signed Soto and the Giants signed Kim,
yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Man, I don't think I'll even want to come on. To be honest with you, I don't even think I would do a live stream
You should do a stream
because it's
and
going
then
to
just
be
not address it at
absolute
all.
chaos, dude. Chaos. Dodgers signed Soto, Giants signed Kim. Oh, dear, I honestly,
Yeah, that's
I say,
crazy.
hey, Glenn, have at it, man. You take care of this one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even try to freaking. I'm not gonna even try to explain that one.
Nope. And there would be nothing to explain at that point.
There would be nothing. There's nothing I could say, other than keep what I've said. Hey, it's not over yet.
Yeah. Outside of the
Johnny, I would vomit.
yeah, no, baseball
Seriously,
would be hard to
man.
watch.
That would just be absolutely just a gut. You want to talk about a gut punch?
Yep.
And there's nothing. I'm sorry. There's nothing that Buster Posey can say with that.
No.
Nothing.
And there's nothing, for that matter, there's nothing anyone could say to that, because then at that point, like, what do you do against the Dodgers if they're just going to go out and buy literally like you have Cohen, who's just an endless money pit.
Yeah, correct.
If you can't lure him away from the Dodgers, there's nothing you could do to get Soto to go anywhere else.
And here's the thing: if he signs with the Mets, then Posey's safe because everyone expected him to go to the Mets.
Yes. I think with Kim, barring the Soto does not go to the Dodgers, barring all that fiasco, if they do sign them before the winter meetings, or even if they sign them at the winter meetings, it doesn't really make a difference. I would prefer for it to be before, just because you can go into winter meetings already having that tucked under your belt.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's some pull with that as well. If you sign Kim and you have Chapman over there, you're strengthening your pull going into the meetings, which I like that idea. And from what I've been seeing, it sounds like his contract's not going to be crazy either. So it's not going to tie you up financially miserably like a Willie Adames would. Because if you give him like 4 years, 50 something million, 54 million, whatever, that's not going to kill you. You still got a lot of room to go out and do something else. Which that's fine. It's just the worst thing about Kim, I like him as a player when he's healthy.
When he's healthy, if you look at his numbers, actually, his numbers were improving every single year.
Absolutely.
Last year, they tanked because he was hurt.
Exactly. And that's a direct result of just having more time in the MLB.
Yes.
That's literally just him getting more used to MLB pitching and how the game works and all that stuff. His last full healthy season with Bob Melvin, which I think was 2023, fantastic year. If we got that from him, absolutely worth every penny that you would pay for him. And so
I hope if you look at Kim's numbers, they actually were improving until last year.
Absolutely.
Last year he tanked because he was hurt.
Absolutely.
He won a Gold Glove in 2023. I mean, the guy's got good defense, and he was starting to hit MLB pitching.
Yep.
Stole
a crap ton of bases.
Yep. When you get hurt, man, that's it. Unfortunately, your numbers.
It throws everything off. And he was trying to play through injury too, which is always bad. I almost rather him just call it a day early, because that saves your stats. It makes it look like, oh, he got hurt and just didn't play for the rest of the season. It's fine. And if he did that earlier and committed to the surgery earlier, then he might have been ready for the start of the season. He might have had a little bit of an off season and then been able to play at the start of this coming season rather than a few months into it. That's what sucks the most about him, is not that he's coming off of injury or anything like that, is that he's going to start a couple months into the season. If he could have been prepared and ready to go for the start of the season, I would feel so much better about that signing. I'd be excited about that signing. But because we're going to have to go through a month and a half, 2 months of Fitzgerald at shortstop and probably Wisely at second, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks for me.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it at all, especially if it's a 4-year deal. Because if you sign him to a 3-year deal, to me, there's a good chance you might just have to punt on this year because he's coming, like I said, off the injury.
Yeah.
And if it does end up being like that and you are punting on this year, then you only get him for 2. And then 2 is like, what are we doing at that point? So I don't mind the longer deal at 4.
Fossey, what is this? Who's Rich Lieberman? Reported the Giants are set to offer Juan Soto a $1 billion contract. Come on, man.
that's
That sounds like
aggressive.
That's more than aggressive. That's freaking ridiculous.
That's
Could you imagine that?
That'd be
hey man, if that's the case, they are going to rename the park Juan Soto Park.
I was gonna say, hey, you want to talk about tight-lipped?
Holy
would be
crap! Could
that
you
would be-
imagine that? Could you imagine if that's
Jeff
announced?
Passan, Juan Soto
my
signs
God.
45-year contract for $1 billion.
Could you imagine that? Oh my God, that's a big grain of salt.
Ridiculous.
Oh my
The
God.
big B dog. Wow. That would be worthy of a 24-hour stream right there.
Oh shit.
That one would warrant $1
Holy
billion for
crap,
Juan
dude.
Soto.
That would just be ridiculous.
I couldn't imagine. And you know what's crazy is that more than likely will happen within our lifetimes. Like the way it is trending, inflation, all that kind of stuff. It could happen. So I mean, Shohei was as close as it's gonna get. So I mean, you give it another 10, 20 years, you let the inflation ticker go up
1 billion in pesos. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, 1 billion rupees.
Oh man. Now, just
Crazy.
because those like I said, just because you hear those about those teams doesn't mean other teams are going to come in and offer. Again, maybe they don't want it to be announced. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
I still think the Dodgers have pretty much a monopoly on the Korean market with Ohtani and Yamamoto and all of that.
They got the Japanese, man.
They've got the Japanese market. So the Giants have a potential to lock up the Korean market because they could get Kim and they'll have Jung-Hoo Lee, and then they could. I still keep throwing around the idea of, I swear it's Kim's brother who plays second base.
Oh, the other Ha-Sung Kim.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it Hai-Sung Kim or something like that?
It's like Hai-Sung Kim or something.
Yeah.
I assumed it was his brother because their names are like almost identical, but they could not be related. I don't know, but I know that I think he's a little bit younger. His bat's not as prolific or anything like that, and it would not be a good signing, but like I said, you could just go all out on the Korean market and just be the Dodgers equivalent, but in Korea. Not as big as a market, but I mean, still be interesting. I don't know. We need a second baseman. Tyro's still out in limbo.
Yeah, he's a free agent, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Weird stuff.
I know, man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. We're already
good.
at 2:30. Hey, Dilly, appreciate you coming talking some baseball with us.
Absolutely.
More to come. That's all you can say, right?
For sure. Yep.
More to come. All right, Dilly, have a good one, dude.
Peace out.
See ya. All right, there was the great Dilly. Appreciate him coming on, and Chardal came on earlier. Guys, I'm ready to get the hell out of here. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Again, this is the week, Thanksgiving week. We'll see what happens. You know, unless you're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, there ain't going to be a whole lot probably going on. But we'll see what happens. You never know, man. The off season always brings surprises, and we'll see what is going on. Be back here tomorrow, 8:00, guys. Same bad time, same bad channel. We'll kick it around again. What is it going to be next tomorrow? Who knows? Maybe there'll be some. Again, if it's Ha-Sung Kim, hey, we'll see what happens. Does it preclude them from making other moves? No. But is it bad optics? Absolutely. We know, Fauci. Yeah, we know. Gotcha. Is he saying that on Twitter by chance? Is he saying that? Hold on, let me see. See if I can find this guy real quick before I get out of here. How come I'm not even seeing him? And I'm not even seeing when I do a search for Rich Lieberman, I get nothing. YouTube. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what this guy. Let me see his YouTube. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. What is this? No, what is this? Hold on. Okay, hold. Guy, I can't play it because I don't. I gotta listen to this. Just give me a minute. It's a 7-minute clip. I'm just gonna listen. Woo! Dropping F bombs. Still listening. Go look. Go check it out, Senior. Rich Lieberman. He said the Giants met with him. I don't know how he knows. He's not saying. I don't know what's going on. The title of the show is Sheep Bay Area Sports Media Ignores Giants / Soto Money Game Changer. I don't. Okay. He's just giving his idea. That's what he's doing. What's 300 million? Just give him $1 billion. Oh, man. Hey, I love the enthusiasm. But there is a big difference between 600 and 700 million and $1 billion. Woo! Man, that is something. Go check it out, guys. Rich Lieberman on YouTube. Hey, God bless him. He wants to get after it. Nothing wrong with that. But anyways, guys, be back tomorrow, 8:00. Hope to see you guys. Have you enjoy the rest of your guys' evening here on this Monday night. I think the rain has stopped here in the Central Valley for a little while, so it should be a little bit nicer. Temperatures will probably start dropping. But anyways, we'll see you guys back here, 8:00. Until then, see ya. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.